Join Woodward Sports' own Jeff Iafrate, along with special WSN guests for the most anticipated Lions season in decades. Filled with different surprises and expert analysis. You're not going to want to miss out. Go to our Woodward Sports YouTube channel on Sundays and tune in live from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m.
Woodward Sports and Woodward Nights. Welcome in to Woodward Nights with Booner and Broder. Appreciate you guys tuning in today. My name is Booner. I am Booner.
You are.
Matthew Broder to the right of me, as always. We've got a whole new crew to here because as right now, Nick and Jaylen, they are part-timers for the week. Just the week, though. They're full-timers outside of that. But we've got the A-team in today. Lucas Klotz in the TD booth. The morning show man.
Look at that chain he's got on.
He stole my chain. I can only wear that chain. There's a rule, Lucas. I can only wear that chain on Victory Mondays.
Well, it's in the ball knower's hands now.
You're allowed to have it all the way until Victory Monday. And another legend in the building.
Dude.
JB Smooth.
JB.
What's up, guys?
Dude, legends in the house.
I'm kind of nervous, I'm not going to lie, doing a show right now.
Why?
With Lucas and JB. Like, I feel like I'm on the morning show again. When I filled in for Flannel.
This sort of says we made it to the big leagues.
Yeah, this is great. They're like, hey, do you guys want the A-team, the morning show guys?
Yes.
They started this morning and they're ending the morning.
Literally, they were in here 6:30, 7 o'clock. They're now burning the midnight oil.
Oh, yeah.
We appreciate it, guys.
Hey, shout out to the boys. Shout out to Jaylen and Nick, though. Jaylen's out covering, I think, high school football today. I'm not sure what game he's at, but he's usually at a great game. And Nick, we know, is in Tampa Bay right now.
Yes.
We've got boots on the ground in
So
Tampa
jealous.
Bay.
Pirate boots, too.
I told him if he sees Baker Mayfield, he better take his head off.
Wow,
Plant a
that's
flag right
aggressive.
on Baker Mayfield.
Is that fair? I feel like as a fan, you should.
You could just settle for an arm. Like, that'd probably do the trick.
No, you got to do
tackle
the crotch grab, yeah.
Yeah, make him walk the plank.
You know what? You got to be like the cop back when he was at Oklahoma and just tackle him right into the curb.
the brick wall that
Just
was
make him
there.
walk the plank.
It's going to be Alex Anzalone to him this weekend.
That looked absolutely brutal. Can we start off real quick, Lucas? I put a video in there, Sam Laporta. It says Sam Laporta open show. Do you see that in there?
Oh,
I can't remember how many seconds.
yeah.
playing.
It says open show. Can we play that just to open the show? Lucas, I don't know if you saw the press conference today.
Is it the one where is he talking about? Oh, yep, got you
The
right
very
here.
last
yep,
one at
Yep,
the very
got you right
bottom.
now.
And Jared's he's a damn good football player. He's a great guy too. He's certainly taken me under his wing. He's as competitive as they come, and I'm glad he's on our team.
It looks.
J-Mo, I'm pretty sure. Here, let's replay it real quick because the audio cut off.
Una más.
And Jared's he's a damn good football player. He's a great guy too. He's certainly taken me under his wing. He's as competitive as they come, and I'm glad he's on our team.
It looks.
Hell yeah. So Jared, not J-Mo.
Jared
that
Goff.
was about Jared Goff. I put a couple in there. On this first segment, let's just go through all the Sam Laporta clips.
I'm
Because
down.
there's a few of them in there, and with Lucas on the show, and all the people watching, if you guys haven't seen the Sam Laporta
Gold jacket
thing today, dude, I love him. Every interview of Sam Laporta makes me love him more and more. I can't wait one day to just sit down and have a beer with him or Dan. I can't wait. It's going to be awesome, boys.
You want him?
Let's play another one. Give me Sam Laporta again.
Yeah, it's been great. I mean, it's a great time to be a Lions fan. 4-1, looking for. Yeah, it's been great. I mean, it's a great time to be a Lions fan. 4-1, looking for number 5 this weekend. So, we're just gonna keep on chugging.
Chugging, baby.
Just keep on chugging. That dude, when I was watching it, and
chugging.
he started to say that, and when he said keep on chugging, you guys know me. I'm the Kool-Aid chugger. I know I don't chug all of it, and I dump a lot of it.
The Kool-Aid chugger, the Louisville
But
slugger.
We're just gonna keep on chugging, baby. No, I was like Kyle Busch driving NASCAR, just
Gotta the bush. It'll get you every time.
Left turn.
yeah. Come on.
Le Bouche.
Come on, fellas. But yeah, we've got a packed show for you guys today. We're going to go over the injury report at 8:15, 8:30. We're going to preview the game a little bit more as we have all week. 8:45, we're going to go over the Lions offense to this defensive matchup. At 9 o'clock, flip it. Detroit Lions defense, Tampa offense. 9:15, we're going to do our weekly NFL pick'em. We've got 2 guest pickers, basically.
Oh, I'm ready. There's some
In the
good
booth.
matchups too. We were kind of talking about it on heavyweights a tad. But
There's a few close matchups too. Like I was looking at the spreads. There's some that are like 10-point to 11-point spreads, and then there's like pick'ems basically. It's kind of wild. 9:30 college football and 9:40 score predictions for the game and Detroit Lions game predictions. And as always, questions at the end. Detroit Lions questions today.
Hey, this is a big weekend.
I'm a little nervous.
The good nerves are good. Have a banana.
Even going into the Panthers game, I was like extremely nervous just because I don't know.
It's wild.
I just get nervous.
I'm flustered right now because my internet isn't working or something. I hope you guys can still see this. Everyone,
I think we're good now. It was slacking for a second. I just stopped the multicoders, so we should be.
Oh no, we're good. We're good. As long as I just can't see the chat, and it's hurting. I want to be able to interact with my people, especially at the beginning of the show. But
I do see the chat now.
We're gonna keep on keeping on. You can see it.
I see the chat.
Okay, so we're rolling.
The internet's been acting weird throughout the whole building all week.
Yeah, it's been kind of off, but we're good. We're good now.
Shane Daniel said Lucas is running that Buckeye cable internet.
Hey, I used to work for BCSN now. Buckeye Cable. That's like Toledo's. That's like their local cable system.
That is Buckeye Cable.
Catching strays already.
Are we still able to play stuff, Lucas, or should we wait on that?
For what?
Are we able to play things still from the Slack?
Yeah, no, you're good, bro.
Right, I just didn't want to mess the internet up anymore. Can we play the? I don't know if you guys saw it. I started work this morning when you guys were on the morning show, and I got an alert on my phone that CJ Gardner-Johnson went live. Yeah. And I was like, oh, what's going on? And I clicked on it, and it was like 8:30 in the morning. He was in the gym, and I instantly started screen recording. He just right away was just like, I'm going to be back this year. I'm going to be back. So here's the video of him basically being like, listen, I'm going to be back in the Detroit Lions uniform this season. You guys will see me.
See me division around. We'll come back and test some shit up. Y'all boys, stay tuned. Y'all girls, stay tuned. Shoulder getting better. I'm getting better. I'm telling you. Want to see the body again? The cold stuff. It's the gun in my old stuff. I'm telling you, I'll be back.
Is it?
that was
questionable angle near the end there. But I think he realized it was like, oh.
Still a great video, though,
amazing.
Because at the beginning of it, he was like, I'm going to be back in the divisional round. So he mentioned the exact round he's going to be back, when he wants to be back. Do you guys know, like, a pec? Lucas, you might know more because I don't know if you ever knew anyone with a pec injury, or you too because baseball.
I had a shoulder injury.
Him flexing like that, I don't know.
Yeah, no.
What if he flexing and it's just like again?
No, I think that's when did he have the surgery? A couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
I think after a week he's fine to flex. I mean, he doesn't have much strength probably, or his strength's not all the way back. But he was in wherever he was. It looked like some type of training facility. That the PVC pipe looking thing brings up some PTSD for me. Rehabbing a shoulder injury. It's just all the different like rotator cuff things you got to do.
Okay, so he's getting back though. He's slowly getting back. I think I could do that.
It's like Banks from Mighty Ducks. Remember Cake Eater?
No, I don't.
Cake Eater. Have you ever seen Mighty Ducks?
You did text me today.
I know that reference.
Yeah, you know that reference?
Yeah.
When Banks gets hurt,
he's like, he's struggling trying to like turn the stick with his wrist. Yeah.
And then he gets called Cake Eater. Yeah, Cake Eater.
Cake Eater.
I love. We were talking about
you
texted me. You love cake.
I do.
Me too.
Well,
who doesn't
cake
love
in the
cake?
fridge for you, Booner?
No. Whose birthday was it?
Jane.
One of the lady Jane?
Yeah.
Oh man.
You know whose birthday it is tomorrow?
Who?
Jared Goff.
No way.
It
really?
is. True story, I believe.
True story.
Yeah. Also, tomorrow, while we're on the topic, tomorrow's October 14th. In 1984, on October 14th, the Tigers won their last World Series.
Oh, dude. You didn't have to bring that one up. It's awesome, but it's sad.
No, it's awesome. Fun fact, they won that World Series on the day my parents got married. Shout out Mom and Dad.
Shout out.
Yeah, they had people like leave their wedding a little early to go watch the game. It was fun times.
That's tough.
Yeah,
They
you don't remember it.
They should have just like found ways to bring TVs into the wedding, like the reception.
They should.
That
I wonder
was-
if there were TVs back then.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think.
It's 1984. I'm pretty sure there were TVs back then.
Was there?
Yeah.
I mean, of course, you had to like carry the heavy ass TV outside, but yeah, they had flat screens back
on
then.
the back. It might not have been color though.
No.
So our Woodward
I
Knights
don't know.
logo would look really weird without color, I feel like.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. The Jared Goff though, shout out, happy birthday.
Yeah.
Have I told this Jared Goff story on this show yet of me messaging him?
I don't think so. You might have referenced that, but you've told me before.
Yeah, I used to shoot him messages like motivational messages.
Like Brandon Katz in his DM.
Just to get him pumped up. Like I would say like, hey, and then at the end of the message, I would always just end it with attack the day, like winner's mentality. Because I just wanted to get that, like the Lions mentality was never a winner's mentality. I was like, I put in the messages, I was like, we're going to change this mentality together. And I ended it with winner's mentality, attack the day.
Look what happened too.
You're like his David Goggins.
I don't know what that is, but yeah.
David Goggins is what gets me going. He's like the dude that's like, who's gonna carry the logs and the boats?
Insane.
I love David
He's
Goggins.
a former Marine who does
Navy SEAL.
Yeah, Navy SEAL who does all kinds of. I don't even call them like Ironman It's Ironman competitions on steroids, like running 100 miles. He's insane, but he's really motivational.
That's what's in my ear, Booner. When I go on those runs, David Goggins, 3.5 miles goes. When you got
Jared Goff, what he does, like before he walks out to the field or anything, he just reads my DMs and then runs on the field.
Exactly.
There's not a ton of them. There's like probably 15 of them. I had to stop it after a little while. It was getting too much. I was just like, I can't keep doing this.
313 Kurt says Goff left you on read.
He did. he did. He never responded, but maybe I'll shoot him one tomorrow. Attack the day tomorrow. Happy birthday. Appreciate you, Goff.
Steve Wilds. He's running his mouth in the chat right now.
Is this to you?
You asked me about a pec injury, Booner, and he's like, Lucas doesn't have any pecs. And then I said I run. He's like, need more strength training. Steve Wilds, let me tell you, man, this is 170 pounds of pure testosterone and muscle.
It is the nighttime. You could take your shirt off and show them. All right, I'm sorry. I'm just kidding.
I prefer, you can just keep your clothes on. That's okay.
Don't flex on him like that, Lucas. Don't flex
on that one. It's hot. It's the first time I've worn a sweatshirt in here.
I don't want to scare away the audience.
I wear a sweatshirt in here all the time.
Dude, we got OGs in here. We got Patrick Ofiara, Steve Wild, Shane Daniel, Denver Blair.
Shout out.
Michigan Smoke. Lucas is 200 NG DL.
Fun facts,
Steve Lehman.
I'm going to the Michigan game tomorrow.
You're going?
Yeah.
Wow, against Indiana?
Yeah.
Let's go, man.
I'm pumped.
Who are you rooting for?
Bro, come on.
I don't know.
I'm going to put so many bets on for this game. I love betting and being at games. It's the best.
Yeah.
What?
Eventually, in every seat, they're going to have a screen that you can bet live. Like, once it really becomes legal, maybe it's 5 years, maybe it's 10. There's going to be in your chair. You're going to be able to place live bets on the next pitch,
I don't want to
on the next play.
On my chair.
That would be kind of cool.
That's what it's going to be. That's what I'm calling that now. Yeah.
Well, the thing, you want to know why that's not going to happen? It's because everyone has a phone now.
Well, right, but there will be something. They'll have some type of rights where they like the stadiums are able to control what betting platform or whatever. However, it's done. They're going to be able to control it. It's going to make it. It's that fan experience at the seat to get people into the games. If you can make it super easy to bet on the game you're watching, it's going to get degenerate.
Hey, I'm fine with that. I already am at that.
It's a great word.
Degenerate. I love that word.
Even short, degen, also a great word.
It's supposed to be like a bad
you're a
word.
Degenerate, man. Like that'll. That's like a.
Lucas is a degenerate.
Yes.
At what? At what, Booner?
Running.
I'm a degenerate. Do you know what the word degenerate means?
What?
Addicted to. Right?
No.
Like I'm a degenerate gambler.
You're a degenerate for that. It's just like you're a loser. Like you suck at it. Like you're not good at it.
Beth is over there staring at me like
you're
I'm
just
dumb.
like hopelessly doing it. Like you're trying to.
Bruh.
Oh my God!
Is that
Booner,
I thought it was just
man.
like you're a degenerate like gambler. Like you're just addicted to gambling.
I mean, being a degenerate, like you can be addicted to gambling, but be a good gambler.
I am.
Like a degenerate is just like throwing away your life.
Like you make stupid decisions. Yeah. You gamble on stupid things. You gamble on what did you bet preseason football?
And I won.
Yeah. But before we get into things, quick review of last night. Red Wings lost to the New Jersey Devils 3-4 in their season opener. They do come back. Home opener tomorrow night, I believe, 7 o'clock start. Also, Pistons, they beat the OKC Thunder. It was on during our show. They were losing by like 25, came back and won 128 to 125. Then you guys all, because I know you all love baseball so much, the Phillies last night beat the Braves 3-1. Nick Castellanos had another game with 2 home runs. Another game not in a Tigers uniform. He hits 2 home runs. Looks like a mega stud on the Phillies. Baby. There's a lot of juice coming out of Philly. That stadium, those Philly fans are fun.
I got the clip of me saying, "Hey, plus 1,000 here for the Phillies."
Hey,
so
he called it. Receipts.
That is the one that I'm riding all the way on. Is that Phillies bet?
Yeah.
And it might end up being Nick gave out his pick and took the Astros. We might have a head-to-head matchup here on the Woodward Nights, and it's perfect too because the games are during that time. So we need a Houston Phillies World Series.
It'd be fun. Yeah, it's going to be on during our show all the time.
Man. We should do a bet on it too.
Yeah, dude, Bryce Harper, the man performs in the postseason.
I thought he was hurt.
He had Tommy John surgery.
Did you see that get hurt over here, though?
Oh, at the end when he was running as a first baseman, guy ran into his elbow. Dude.
I don't know why I said over here because I was just in that room, so I pointed, and you weren't even with us. So.
No, the first base, the guy who wore number 21 before me at the University of Michigan, when I was on, I think it was my recruiting visitor, or one of the last games I saw before I became a player, he was playing first base, and he went to tag the runner. It was a bad throw, threw his glove out, and broke his arm. The guy ran into his elbow. And he was out for the rest of the season. It was
some
ugly.
pussy shit.
I've seen people. There was on a practice wrestling when I was in 7th or 8th grade. A kid broke his arm like that, and it just went to the other side. And I was like,
Yummy.
All right, let me tell you guys about Lady Jane's.
Tell us about it,
This
Boone.
beautiful hair here. Oh, it's beautiful. I do need a haircut. And guess I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna go right over there to Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, an award-winning haircut experience. And you can register to win a trip of your dreams and all expenses paid suite for the 2024 NCAA tournament. That is right. No expenses spared for you and 5 of your best buds. Look at, there's 4 of us in this room. Take us all if you win. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. It is wicked awesome.
Wicked.
Now, coming to Woodward Sports, Woodward and Main Street, the Woodward Sports Network Detroit Lions show. Catch Gabrielle D. Phillips, Matt Broder, and Terry Foster for all the latest news on your Detroit Lions every week. Only on the Woodward Sports Network YouTube channel and woodwardsports.com.
Since the dawn of moving people, Chevrolet has led the way. The world of transportation is changing. At Feldman Chevrolet, we are leading the charge forward. With every electric vehicle, every mile traveled, one Feldman at a time. The company that puts more Chevys on Michigan roads is now the #1 name for Chevy electric vehicles.
Join Woodward Sports' own Jeff Iafrate, along with special WSN guests for the most anticipated Lions season in decades. Filled with different surprises and expert analysis. You're not going to want to miss out. Go to our Woodward Sports YouTube channel on Sundays and tune in live from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m.
Join Woodward Sports and Long Drink live Monday, October 30th at 5:15 p.m. at Eastern Market in Shed 5. We have a bash. It's the official Lions tailgate party. Come pregame with your friends here at Woodward Sports. We got food, we got beverages, we got entertainment, all included. You just got to get your tickets at bullseyeeventgroup.com. See you Monday the 30th.
Booyah.
All right, baby, let's go.
We got JB in the booth and Lucas and
the squad.
We've got the morning show here. It's basically the morning, half morning show, half Woodward Nights right now.
I say we kidnap them, so MWS has to figure out what to do. Monday? I don't know. We do miss you, Nick. We miss you, Jaylen.
Sorry, Jeff.
Sorry,
yeah, we
Jeff.
miss you, fellas. But welcome back to Woodward Nights. Booner, Broder, as always, Detroit Lions beat reporter. If you didn't know, too, I'll say that every time because that is an unreal job to have. Beat reporter for an NFL team.
I feel #blessed.
I would never get that job because I would just be like #blessed.
Cut that, JP, for sure. Fucking goof.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
Welcome to Friday nights with Booner and Broder.
And you guys are gonna get used to real quick the amount of drops that Broder has.
Yeah.
I think he might be the best at the network with the dad jokes and drops that he has.
It's not even close.
It's insane.
He blows Ryan Ermanni out of the water.
Oh, dude, it throws me off too.
Lions, baby!
He does do that. Lions, baby!
I do love me some Ryan.
Network! All right, fellas, let's get into it here. Detroit Lions injury report. There has been breaking news that came out today. I mean, we did Woodward Nights last night, and we talked about some of these guys playing, and we were like, oh, there's no problem. Dan Campbell, this morning before the news came out, even went on the podium, and he was like, Brian Branch 2 days ago had a great day, or Jahmyr Gibbs, great day of practice 2 days ago when he was limited, but he was out there, he looked good, things were headed in the right direction. Branch, things were headed in the right direction. Some of these guys, it seemed like all of this might be out of nowhere, but the breaking news, injury report, Broder, Jahmyr Gibbs out on Sunday.
Out like a bone.
Brian Branch out
like
on Sunday.
James Mitchell out.
James Mitchell. I was trying to think of the other one there.
There's
James
one more
Mitchell.
for you.
There's a huge one. Jonah Jackson.
Yeah, which is big, and we're going to get into it. But especially when you're going up against the defense that has Vita Vea, Kalijah Cansey, that guard position, that left guard is huge.
That's a long-ass list.
This might be, I thought about this morning when I was prepping for the show, fellas. No! This might be the longest injury list in the NFL. I would like to see everyone else's, but...
That's true. To be fair, I did cut half of this off. Otherwise, it would have been like real tiny. It's got the Tampa Bay Bucks below it. It says a lot of full prep. There's like one guy who's going to be questionable.
Do we have the most people out though for the game like this early on a Friday? Like, that's another question I have. So let's just go before I ask the question.
Yeah.
Brian Branch out ankle, Jahmyr Gibbs out hamstring, Jonah Jackson out shoulder, James Mitchell out hamstring, Mosley obviously out, Josh Pascal obviously. Actually, great news there, fellas. You guys see that?
Yeah,
limited
practice. He's out, but I bet you he plays next week versus the Ravens. That's a big one. Khalil Dorsey, he's going to play. I'm just going to throw it out there.
I think those two are still being decided if they take him technically off the IR designation, the 21 days.
Yeah.
So I think that's why he's questionable. They're holding off to the very last minute to sort of announce their active roster.
And then the last one there was Sam Laporta.
Yes.
And Lucas, I did hear you too. I heard you on the heavyweights talking about that you kind of feel like he should sit out. Did we already play his injury video about how he felt good?
No, I don't believe so.
Can we play that real quick? Because this gave me a lot of optimism.
Yeah, let me give it to you.
Yeah. The fact he looked...
He's feeling a lot better. Yeah.
Do you expect to play on Sunday?
That's the plan. That's the goal.
Did you hurt him practice yesterday?
No, it kind of flared up, I guess, on Wednesday. I think it was mostly from the game, but I mean, it's football. Things happen. We certainly work our bodies pretty hard, so feeling a lot better today.
Just one other thing.
All right, so first of all, I don't know if you guys noticed halfway through that, like when they were like, "Are you going to play?" He was like smiling.
Yeah, he stared the dude down,
and then he just got like absolutely locked. Like that's
you got to be ready to play.
Yeah, I don't know who that is,
Elite.
but that is.
It's got to be Michael Jordan, right?
Oh yeah,
is that Jordan? Okay, yeah. I can never tell what the thing in my ear. I don't know, man. But the thing with Laporta, fellas, is I know Lucas, you said you didn't want him to play. I don't think the injury is that serious, to be honest. He said it kind of flared up on Wednesday, so that was why. It seemed like maybe it was something that was nagging him on Sunday, the game. He practiced for a couple days with it, anyways, on Monday, and then Wednesday it was like, hey, maybe you just sit out. Tuesday you had it off. Maybe just take a couple extra days. Seems like he's very confident he will be playing Sunday.
Yeah.
And the way he kind of went from that smile to like locked in feels like he's like ready to go out there and compete.
Psychopath.
I think every football player is.
The way he was just scanning, bro, it's like some serial killer. Like,
well, those great players have that. Like when you see UFC fighters that are really good ones, they're like all happy before, and then all like Patty the Batty, and then all of a sudden he just is like.
Yeah, they have a little switch, like a game on switch, basically. It's like, you could be cool right now just talking, me and you, but next as soon as he like puts on the pads or the helmet, it's like, oh, time to be a dog.
Yeah, it's that competitive switch that these guys have. The
like
greats
me.
have it.
I guess that's like me. I do that a lot.
Yeah, the greats have it. I have it too. I tell people all the time I have this switch. People at my work saw my video of the Kool-Aid, and they keep asking me like, oh, can we get that Booner? And I'm like, listen, fella, hey, there's a switch, man. I'm the same person around here in Woodward, but like outside when I'm at home and at work, it's like my real name, not Booner.
Mark.
Yeah,
Mark.
Yeah,
you're Jake.
Andy.
You're Jake.
I'm Jake at
from
work.
State Farm.
Yes.
I was just gonna say State Farm.
Yeah, anytime. I would hate to be. No offense to anyone named Jake. I would kind of hate to be Jake. Like all I think about whenever anyone says Jake from State Farm and Khakis.
And like a golden retriever.
That's Flannel's golden retriever's name is Jake. Dude,
oh yeah, it is.
It's an issue. I told him he had to change his dog's name.
And
hey, dude,
Goldens are
for Halloween,
colored.
it's the worst time of the year for Halloween because everyone's like, "Oh, you should be Jake from State Farm. That'd be funny." Oh, good one. Heard that 100 times.
And golden retrievers are khaki colors, khaki colored.
Yeah, I love golden retrievers.
Yeah, but
it's a little doggist.
Sam Laporta, I do believe he'll play. I will say one thing: seeing that clip. They as in the team, and definitely Sam Laporta, they're being coached up on something. Like they're being coached up on how to have these conversations, how to not share too much. He was so smiley at the beginning of that, and then all of a sudden he got dead serious. And there was something a little questionable about that. Not questionable about Sam, but like how much of the truth is he telling us?
Do you think he plays? That's a question.
I think it's an 80% chance he plays.
I think
which is pretty high.
If he wasn't going to play and they kind of knew he wasn't going to play, they would have put him as doubtful. They did it to 2 guys last week.
I agree, because especially not knowing anything, like I didn't see that injury before, or I didn't see that video before when I first saw it. The fact that he's like that, I think he's fine. I think it's precautionary, probably. He probably went half speed at practice to make sure it didn't flame up again. So technically, he's questionable because he didn't practice full. So it's probably just he's good.
Yeah. Do you think with injuries like that, and we'll kind of get through some of the other injuries here, because I have a couple of questions for you, Broder, being in the building, especially with this offensive line. Yeah. But I think kind of with that injury, that calf injury. Sorry, fellas. I don't know. Oh, was that Broder?
No, you just got to keep rolling. Just don't.
Sorry. I get laughed at a lot, so when I hear laughing, sometimes I don't know if I said something different. Yeah. But with Sam Laporta, they had Tuesday off, and then he said it flared up. So maybe that off day he had some rest on it, and maybe it irritated it a little bit, and then all of a sudden it was like Wednesday, he's like, hey, I have this issue. So
I do think that the Lions, again, speculation, I feel like they're taking advantage of the luxury that they're afforded with starting 4-1. They're able to be a little bit more strategic earlier in the season. Jahmyr Gibbs maybe would be okay to play if this was a more important game, maybe if it was even the Ravens game next week. I don't know. I think they're just able, with their depth and their record, able to take advantage and maybe hold some guys back when normally they would play.
Let me tell you guys real quick though about the Lions pregame show. I'm going to hit that real quick, because then I have a question for you that we will talk about on the Lions pregame show. Make sure you guys tune in this Sunday. I still don't know the time. Lucas, JB, I don't know if anyone.
Let's do some basic math together.
I said 3:30.
If it starts at 9:30.
Or no, 2:30. I mean.
I'm agree with you.
I think about 2 or 2:30 it will be at. Jeff told me it was still going to be at 9:30. Don't believe that's going to happen, if I'm going to be completely honest.
Yeah, no.
But it will be me. It will be Jeff on the desk. Lucas will be there. Gentry will be there. It will be around 2 or 2:30. We'll get an official time for you guys. We'll tweet it out and put it out. Hosted by Jeff Freddy. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel for the Detroit Lions pregame show for all the information needed.
Hope you guys are all enjoying your pregame tonight. Going out on a Friday night.
Oh, yeah.
Getting a little sauced up.
I'm pregaming here. Cheers.
Juice.
Pregaming for nothing.
Hey, a little dispo.
Yeah, me and JB indulged.
Yummy.
Yeah.
Me and JB had to, man. 6:30. We were
long
just
day.
like, yeah.
It's been a long day.
Went out to the dumpster.
Well, what's your question, Boone?
Question is
about
this
it.
Offensive line. Yes. Jonah Jackson out. We've seen kind of guys get swapped around already with Big V out. Big V is obviously back, and he is kind of ready to go. Who kind of takes that Jonah Jackson position then? That is my question. Is it Graham Glasgow steps in, still stays in that? Because I'm pretty sure, did you guys see this? I think Graham Glasgow is the number 1 rated guard in the NFL for PFF.
At least he was last week.
For the season or just for last week?
Last week, I believe.
Yeah, because he was in the top 5. Like, Lions had 5 players in the top. I forget what the ranking was, but Graham Glasgow was in that upper tier.
Can he just play that other side?
I think so.
Is that what's going to happen?
I believe so. Or in Coyote Awosika, and I believe I'm pronouncing it wrong, but he's the other one.
Just say?
He's Coyote Awosika.
I know who you're talking about.
He's one of the backup guards. My guess.
Dan calls him something else. He calls him
I gotta rewatch the press. You're right. He does.
Kayo, maybe.
Is it Kayo?
I think that might be it. He does call him something else. He may be also playing that position. My guess is that Graham Glasgow moves over to the left side to play left guard, and then Halapoulivaati Vaitai goes and plays right guard.
Halapoulivaati Vaitai.
Yeah,
I can hit it now, dude. I did a show. I've done a show with him for over a month.
Boondogg
I know how to say it. Off the dome.
Yeah, no. So Halapoulivaati Vaitai could have played last week. We're just hitting it again. So I think he comes back. I think holding him out of last game makes it that much better that he can come and be that much more healthy this week.
Yeah, I'm happy that they signed Glasgow. That is when you look back at it now, that's one of the most underrated signings of this team.
Oh, yeah.
was Graham Glasgow, because they signed him and everyone was like, oh, he's probably not going to play. He's probably But if you think about it, Brad Holmes probably realized the offensive line struggles and injuries that's happened the last 2, 3, 4 years, and they were like, hey, we do need to get someone that could be very expandable. Graham Glasgow was like the perfect dude for it.
Yeah, because he can fill in on both guard positions and center. And with Frank Ragnow, who's been a menace to opposing defenses this season, he's always got that toe injury lingering, so you never know when they're going to give him a game off. Even when you think of practice, they need an elite center, a top-tier center, I should say. Graham Glasgow can fill in admirably for that. It's something about those big boys up front that just make this team run that much smoother.
Big boy, just like me, I am a big boy. Let me tell you guys about Big Boy. When we do come back, though, we're going to hit you guys here with the Detroit Lions, Tampa Bay, the final preview. We've been doing it all week. This is our final preview of the game. We're gonna break it down a little bit more in depth. But burgers and chicken sandwiches are taking over at Big Boy. You guys see those up there? Beautiful. Look at that cheese on that pretzel bacon cheeseburger. Oh my gosh. If you guys want some chicken, try the Dolly chicken sandwich, or with some heat, the Bob's hot chicken sandwich. If you guys end up getting some fries like I do, because I'm a big boy, upgrade them. Chili cheese fries or the loaded baked potato fries. And if you want some dessert, there's the Reese's chocolate peanut butter thunder cake or the funnel cake fries as well. Satisfy that sweet tooth over at Big Boy.
Big boy.
Brace yourselves, Detroit. As the sun begins to set, two of Woodward Sports' brightest young stars will be taking the mic for a brand new show. Woodward Nights with Booner and Broder. The dog days in Detroit are over, and the boys are unleashed. Join in on the banter and hop on the bandwagon of the #1 night show on the internet. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel every weeknight from 8 to 10 p.m. Woodward Nights with Booner and Broder.
Gabby is a college student struggling to study for her big exam. Then she discovered Syntron, a healthy way for her to stay awake and focus. Jennifer frequently has chaotic days like this until she gets online, orders some Syntron, and finds her groove. April visited her local grocery store, purchased a case of Syntron, and entered to win the Syntron 100K Vegas giveaway. Pick up your case of Syntron today at any Meijer location or visit drinksyntron.com/Vegas and enter for the 100K Vegas giveaway.
Come hang with the Woodward Sports crew all throughout football season on Saturdays and Sundays. Join our college football and Detroit Lions live watch parties.
Inside the 5, caught, end zone, touchdown, Detroit Lions!
With money on the line, featuring different special guests and surprises. Start times will vary depending on the game. Only on our Woodward Sports YouTube channel.
5 Iron Golf, downtown's newest sports bar, has 13 TrackMan simulators, Callaway golf clubs, and a full bar and restaurant. Check out 5irongolf.com. You can get a reservation for a foursome, or you can bring a friend, or you can sign up as a single and join any team. It's really a blast. I've done it before. Every Thursday night, we got Woodward Sports down there from 5 to 7. We encourage you to get out there. Again, that's 5irongolf.com.
Play, practice, and party over at 5 Iron Golf. All right, welcome back, fellas. Appreciate you guys all tuning in to Woodward Nights with Booner and Broder. I like this music going on. It's like an arcade game. I feel like I'm in Tetris right now. But we're gonna get into it here. Make sure if you guys haven't yet, hit that like button for us. Let's hit some. Let's get 50 before this segment's over. Let's get to 50 here and tell people about the show if you haven't already, so we can keep on growing 8 to 10 on day nights. Broder, let's hit it. The Detroit Lions versus Tampa Bay Buccaneers preview. We've talked about a preview every day now. This is our final one. In the next 2 segments, we're going to talk about the Lions offense and that Tampa defense. We're going to flip it at the 9 o'clock time as well. But let's just kind of just straight game right now. Let's talk about the game in general. The series matchup here. Lucas, do you want to throw up the series notes here real quick?
Yeah, let me get you, baby.
We can break this down here, what the series looks like, the record, all of that, because Tampa used to be in the division. And it wasn't called the NFC North before that, but I think it was the NFC Central. And the Detroit Lions have not won the NFC North ever since they've been in it, since it's switched. So the series right now, the regular season record versus Tampa Bay. This might be one of the teams that you have a winning record on. 32-27 on the road. You are 15-3, which that's wild. 5-3 at Raymond James Stadium, boys. I kind of like that. I really like that. I don't like that last regular season matchup though. Lost 7-47. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that one's wild.
That was pre-Tom Brady too.
And it says this is the first time the Lions and Buccaneers will face off as the leaders of their respective divisions since the league restructure and realignment in 2002. That is unbelievable, boys.
And they're wearing their creamsicle uniforms. This, I think it used to be. I don't know if it was a rivalry, but they used to go. They used to bang.
Did they?
Yeah.
The way you said that, man.
Guys,
come on.
Pause.
In the nighttime.
Yeah, but It's going to be a good game. We're going to talk predictions. We're going to get more into the game, but I tend to believe that this is going to be a good game. It's going to be close. It's going to be hard fought. I'm excited. Like, I'm genuinely excited for this game.
Same.
There's so many matchups to talk about. I do think Tampa's a little. Maybe they're getting a little too much. The more I've broken down this team, they might be getting a little too much credit for how good they've started. But they are a legit team. They do have a really good defense, a really good experienced defense. Got 8 guys who won a Super Bowl on that defense that are still there. That means something.
That's so to me, and Lucas talked about it on the morning show today. I tuned in for a little bit. Actually, I didn't tune in live. I watched it back, the whole thing. And I wish when I watch these shows back, I wish this chat was still live and I could talk to people.
I know.
Because Lucas this morning saying that he thinks it's going to be a blowout like the Packers freaks me out, man. Because this is going to be a closer game, I think, than we all. I think this is going to be a legit football game and a battle.
You guys say your piece, I'll say mine.
You can go now because that. I mean, I'll hit it after you bring up your points. I want to hear what you have to say.
So, I'm not saying the Buccaneers are a bad team. I think they're a solid team. I think the Falcons are a solid team. I think the Packers are a solid team. But when the only time the Buccaneers have played like an upper echelon team has been the Philadelphia Eagles. You go back to that Philadelphia Eagles game, Jalen Hurts in that first half was all over the place. He didn't look great. He didn't look bad. He was like, what? It was like one drive you're getting one Jalen Hurts, next drive you're getting another Jalen Hurts. With Jared Goff, that's gone. DeAndre Swift was running wild. If DeAndre Swift and that Philadelphia Eagles offensive line had success against this front, I have full confidence in David Montgomery doing it. I think David Montgomery can do more, but he's going to break more contact, and with Jared Goff, you're going to stay ahead of the chains. And then you look at Tampa Bay secondary right now. Their cornerbacks, it's been the worst cornerback play they've had in the last 5 years. Antoine Winfield's great. He's a good safety, but he's an in-the-box safety. So now you have Jamison Williams that'll take the top off. When you have Jamison Williams, them safeties back up. Linebackers widen out. More room for D-Mont to eat. Baker Mayfield, I'm sorry, I'm not scared of them. They're not going to be able to get the ground game going. I think the Lions are going to dominate the time of possession. That's going to make Baker have to put it in the air more. He's going to have at least 2 turnovers. You do that, put the fucking ribbon on it. I think it's going to be a 2-score game for sure.
You know what, man? I'm just going to have to tell you this straight. I'm going to be straight with you here real quick, Lucas. Do you want me to be honest with you or not?
I mean, I want you to.
Let's be honest.
It might be more of an opinion.
Do you want me to be honest with you?
Be honest about your opinion, yes.
You kind of convinced me. Not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. That was great. Like, I'm starting to look at this game because when you do break it down, what have the Detroit Lions done best all year? Is your offensive line and David Montgomery behind them. That has been, and what do we talk about it all the time when we do the pregame show, when we do the streams. The thing we talk about all the time is if you can control the time of the possession, you're gonna win that game. And the longer you control it, and the more dominant you are, especially on defense. I mean, dude.
Mike Evans playing not at 100%. He's got a hammy.
I don't think it's gonna be like a blowout, but I think a 2-possession game, I think you win by 2 possessions. And the only thing that kills me is that you're on the road. But then if you're like, that was the thing, that excuse that I've had this whole week is you're on the road. Really break it down. You went into Arrowhead and won. I know you didn't have 2. They didn't have 2 pieces. You still went into Arrowhead, a very, very tough environment, and you went into Lambeau Field, and the Detroit Lions took care of business in Lambeau Field. So Raymond James Stadium to that is like a junior.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
So, I mean,
the Bears put up a fight there.
The road, and then when you were talking there, I'm just looking at their schedule. I'm sitting here. They beat the Vikings, frauds, Bears, frauds, Saints. I think with no Derek Carr.
It was week 1. It's like week 1's like a toss-up. Like, and they have a new quarterback. Like, they've never played that. Like, it's just you can game plan really well week 1. Anybody can come out
still.
and yeah.
No, Alvin Kamara as well.
Yeah,
I think that's week 4, Lucas, they played the Saints.
I just want to remind you, the Lions did just beat the Panthers.
On the road, though, they won too.
The Lions did just beat the Panthers. I do believe the Falcons will be better than they looked against us, but they're not the best team. The Packers are not the best team. I'm not saying that to discourage anything, but it's like it's not like the schedule we played is that much better than the Bucs. I haven't, dove into like their full game tape to know how good they've looked, but they got wins. They're 3-1. Now they're coming off a bye week. They're ready to go. They're healthy. They know Lions have a lot of hype coming into Raymond James.
Yeah, and Grant Dane here in the chat said this is a statement game for the Detroit Lions just to win. I kind of agree with that because we talked about it yesterday. I brought this point up is right now you're fighting for a 2 and a 3 seed at the moment, in my opinion, and this is a team where you probably have a chance to play them in the playoffs. This is a playoff team.
And just kind of like a side note off of that, Jalen Carter, Darius Slay, both out when the Eagles are going against the Jets. I think the Jets defense is going to give Jalen Hurts a lot of. They're definitely on upset watch. So if the Lions make a statement win and Philadelphia loses, or they're both one-loss teams, and you can see that there's a difference in the score between the Bucs and the Eagles game, or the Lions and the Eagles game against the Bucs. Telling you, man.
And I was telling JB and Lucas, I don't know if you guys watched last night. I brought this up last night. Is you played the Seahawks, who are potentially a playoff team that you will play potentially in the NFC playoffs. You lost to them, and now you're playing another NFC playoff team on the road. You can't go 0-2 versus NFC playoff teams to start.
No,
you cannot. If you do that and you're sitting at 4-2, you're gonna look like frauds, in my opinion, because the only 2 playoff teams in the NFC that you potentially will play at the end of the year, you lost to both of them. You have to to me, you have to go in there and win this game, dominant like Lucas is saying, and go out there and kind of prove something to if the Eagles lose, it's a problem.
And they got to play the Bills, the Dolphins, and the Chiefs yet.
That is a problem.
That's going to be, like, you talking about Lions' schedule's a breeze compared to that.
How about this? JB, can I get a siren? Let's go. I gotta just give a shout out.
Breaking news?
What? No. Well, kind of. Eduardo O'Neill in the chat. I believe he might be new to the show. He's attending his first Lions game on Sunday.
Oh, let's go.
Let's go, baby.
In Tampa, too. That's awesome.
I saw that and wanted to make sure that, we give a little celebration. I actually didn't ask if he's a Lions fan or a Bucs fan. I think he's a Lions fan, but regardless, I hope you enjoy yourself, Eduardo.
Shout out, a good
Eduardo.
game to go to.
I know. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be nationally televised. All eyes are on this game.
America's Game of the Week. Eduardo did say, if we lose to Baltimore, it doesn't seem to. So he is a Lions fan. He said we.
Yeah.
He said we.
By the way, not to look ahead, but that Baltimore game, I didn't realize until yesterday that Baltimore plays the Tennessee Titans in London. They don't have any extra time coming back. Traveling back from overseas on a normal week, that puts a little bit more advantage in the Lions' side. The Lions going into this game next Sunday. So we'll talk about that later on. But I was just like, interesting. I never factored that in when I was thinking about how tough that game was going to be.
Before we go to break, Broder, that's a great point too, by the way. I did not think of that
Crazy,
either.
Right?
Before we go to break, one question for everyone in the room. We can go around quick.
Please.
Who do you think coming out of this game is going to be the MVP of the game on the Detroit Lions? Because we're going to break down, we're going to talk about the offensive guy that's going to make some noise. We're going to talk about the defensive guy that's going to make some noise. Just a preview of this game. When you turn the game off and there's a win and we're sitting in here for the stream, who are you going to be like, that man was the reason we won this football game? Wow. I'll start with you, Broder.
I'm just going to, for consistency's sake, I'm going to go with someone we talked about yesterday. And it's more just from a feeling. I hope he gets more snaps. But Jack Campbell, rookie linebacker out of Iowa, Jack Campbell. I think this is a game where he goes and makes a difference. I know the Bucs run offense hasn't been so strong with Rachaad White this season, but I think he makes a difference not only in that run game, but in the passing game too. I think we're going to see him play a little bit more Sam too. Maybe he's one of those guys who can get to Baker and bring him down before he gets to scramble, before he gets to improvise and do Baker things.
I like that. Lucas, JB, you guys have one?
Yeah, I feel like the obvious one's like Monty or Hutch.
Monty was the obvious. Yeah. I took it out.
I'll go with this. I'm going to go with the Lee McNeil. I think they're going to do everything they can. Tristan Wirfs is going to be out there on an island pretty much. They're going to have to double team Hutch when they do that. Lee McNeil, the interior of that Buccaneers offensive line is
not good.
Yeah, so you talk about a guy in Lee McNeil with Isaiah Buggs out there to eat up a block and leave him with finesse moves on the inside, man. I think he has 1 or 2 sacks.
And that offensive line is, we'll talk about it next, or in 2 segments. The offensive line is just like completely different than what it was.
Yeah.
Like Tristan Wirfs is like the only dude left, I think.
Cody Mock.
JB, who do you think will be that MVP?
Cody Mock.
You know what? This might be a little taboo to say because I know people are on this guy's case a lot, especially right now. But give me J-Mo.
Let's go, baby!
Just after seeing like this whole injury report that we had, the whole laundry list of everyone who was out and questionable. I mean, this is a big opportunity for J-Mo to step up right now and kind of tell the whole entire world, "Hey, F off. I'm good. I belong here. I am him."
Wow, JB.
I'm leaning on J-Mo to like have a big game.
I don't hate that. I really do hope that he just, because there's just people I just want him to shut up, and I'm just tired of hearing people talk about J-Mo. Like he's you have to be stupid and not be like, that man has an insane ceiling and some talent. Am I wrong, boys?
No,
there's
you're not.
People who talk like he's like 6th-round pick a 6th-round bust. It's like, dude.
He still has the same talent that he had when he was picked at number 12. It's
he's still
there's just been chaos around his situation.
Still coming off an injury.
The people that are on JMO's case need to be on JSN's case even more.
Right?
JSN, same draft area. He had like a wrist injury right before coming to the season, but he's done nada.
I'm
not
with
a
that.
ting.
I'm going to change my pick for MVP of the game. I think I'm going to agree with Peaceful Tim and go with Rory, the Lions mascot.
Rory, I like that. I'm going to go with JB's kind of hit mine a little bit because I was going to go Amon-Ra St. Brown. Just like yesterday, what I was saying, where he's coming off an injury. He does not like to be injured. He doesn't like to miss games. Him coming back, I'll say it 100 times. Josh Reynolds had that big game. Him coming back, Amon-Ra St. Brown's going to have a field day versus defense, I feel like.
It could be a double-digit reception game.
I think he has 8 to 10 receptions. I think he has 120-plus yards, and I think he has a touchdown on Sunday. I don't know what it is. It's just a guy like him who hates to miss games, him being back, probably a chip on his shoulder. You saw the interview he had where he was just like, I'm ready to go something. I just want to play football. He has a big game Sunday.
You just got a feeling.
That might be. Remember how I always get these feelings with these players to go off in my bets on Sundays? He might be with a guy that I really hit.
He's got the feeling that the players will go off. Hey, I'm going to tell you about Dispo. And then we're going to come back and we're going to talk about the offense. You can experience Dispo, Romeo. Their team, they curate an exclusive atmosphere with fresh inventory from all over Michigan. They're Michigan's first ever cannabis mall. You got to check them out. Located off Van Dyke and 32 Mile Road in Romeo. Dispo Romeo is now open until midnight, Monday through Saturday. Can it get any better than that? It cannot. Check it out. Dispo Dispensary, DispoShops.com. They are your local cannabis plug.
Woodward Sports' own Tom Mazaway and Sam Stick Day will be hosting our Lions postgame show after every Lions game all season long. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel for his hot-off-the-press takes, game analysis, and Kool-Aid sipping celebrations. You won't want to miss it. Join Maz, Stick, and special guests each week immediately following every Lions game, exclusively on the WSN YouTube channel.
Hey, this is Mr. Kearney, Chief Academic Officer at Academy of Warren. I want to welcome you to the brand new field house. The state-of-the-art facility has a regulation basketball court, volleyball court, soccer field. It can be used for 7-on-7 football. Our K-8 academic features AM, PM, latchkey, small classroom sizes, Learning Street, futuristic media center, free breakfast and lunch, Houghton Mifflin curriculum, academic games, K-8 athletics, and more. Enroll today at academywarren.net.
Brace yourselves, Detroit. As the sun begins to set, 2 of Woodward Sports' brightest young stars will be taking the mic for a brand new show. Woodward Nights with Booner and Broder. The dog days in Detroit are over, and the boys are unleashed. Join in on the banter and hop on the bandwagon of the #1 night show on the internet. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel every weeknight from 8 to 10 p.m. Woodward Nights with Booner and Broder.
Oh, we are back, baby. You know what I'm going to tell you about? I'm going to tell you about Centron and how you can win a $100K trip to Vegas. How would you like to win a $100K trip to Vegas? Take your closest friends and live it up in the city that never sleeps. It's a Centron energy drink. Drink it and live it. Purchase a 24-pack today and enter to win the $100K Vegas trip giveaway at drinkcentron.com/Vegas and buy Centron at your local Meijer store. Centron, the healthier energy drink with great taste and the choice of people who desire to look good, feel great, and be the best version of themselves. Go to drinkcentron.com/Vegas.
Vegas. The Lions are going to be playing in February.
In Vegas. Oh, the Super Bowl. Let's go, baby. Hey, Lucas killed that ad read.
I hate ad reads, man.
Why?
I sucked at English, man. When I read, it's just like I'm looking like way far ahead of where I'm at, and then I'm like just backtracking. And it's like,
my first like 4 or 5 months being on the desk and doing shows, if you guys go watch back, I didn't know ad reads. It was like a fear of mine. Like I was like, I'm gonna mess ad reads up, and then I did it once, and I was like, it's the easiest thing in the world.
It's practice. It's practice talking in a mic and being enthusiastic and reading. You just actually don't like reading, I think.
I hate reading. I despise reading. I don't think I did it from my sophomore year in high school. I don't think I did an English homework assignment.
I just read picture books. Like that Kobe Bryant book that came out, it was like half pictures, half writing.
So just magazines. That's what
I love magazines. Ship them all to my house. I'll make it.
Fantasy football magazines.
Oh yeah, I buy like before the year in my backpack. Actually, I have like college football like magazines and like books and like NFL ones. I order them like $30 online. Breaks down all the things when you could probably just look it up on your computer.
Jesus, man. Steve Wilds again.
What do you do?
What is he doing?
I want you to hit me with the bat, man.
Actually, Lucas, can you actually do me a favor? Do you think you could do a poll and say, what do you prefer around your rim? Actually, you can say margaritas. Sugar or salt? I knew you guys were going to get a little of that.
Which do you prefer with margaritas? That's how we'll phrase the
salt
question.
or sugar.
We've got to think these through. All right, fellas.
No.
Welcome back to Woodward Nights with Booner and Broder. But we're going to get into some more Detroit Lions stuff. We're going to break down the Detroit Lions offense, I believe is what we're going to do first, and the Tampa Bay defense, that matchup there. If you guys haven't yet, hit that like button before we get started here, and tell a friend about the show.
Tell a friend.
That would be awesome if you guys told a friend about this show. But Broder.
Yes.
Let's just start off super easy here with this Lions offense. What is your main key for this offense? And you got, I feel like everyone who watches the show already knows what I'm going to say when I do my main key on offense.
Then I'll say it first.
But you go first.
Control the ball, control the time of possession, and don't give the ball away.
I have a different one. Oh, you took two there.
Yeah, I took like 3.
You took 2.
Yep, that's what I did.
You can't do that.
You got 2. By the way, Booner, he did 3.
What are we doing here?
3. You gave me it first, and I'm going to take them all.
All right. So you know what mine is? Mine is turnovers. Don't turn that ball. You're on the road. Don't turn the ball over, Jared Goff. Not interceptions, not fumbles. David, hang on to the ball. Amon-Ra, you always hang on to the ball. But just turnover, the turnover battle is what you need to win. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, on their defense, they are a +7 turnover differential in the NFL. Number 1 in the NFL. That's why they're 3-1 right now. The Detroit Lions, they've been starting to get turnovers. That's how they've been so dominant the last 2 or 3 weeks. You get a turnover and you have the ball at the 25, you give your offense that much time to do that. So Jared Goff, don't give them short field position. Another thing with that, you know what a turnover is as well? Turnover on downs.
Yeah.
If you're going to go for it, Dan Campbell, you better get it. It's just like with that Seahawks game, is when you had that Seahawks game, a big game, just like this Sunday, is when you went for it, you gave that Seahawks team a short field.
Yeah.
And an offense like Tampa, which isn't great, but they have weapons like Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Rachaad White, guys that can make plays and make things happen. You don't want to give them the ball with only 40 yards to go multiple times and put your defense in that position.
Right. And Dan Campbell, on top of the Lions getting turnovers, takeaways on defense, Dan Campbell has been relatively conservative in the 4th down calls and in sort of the aggressive trickiness that he's done throughout the season. So they've been dominant on defense. I like that call. It is takeaways. And if you want to rewind, go back to the Morning Woodward show. I did say that first. So
what did I say last week?
What? You did say that. And the thing is
Booner 101.
Yeah, but that was the
Don't turn the ball over.
The Panthers, yep. But it's true. The Bucs defense is actually really good at getting takeaways. I think they're 5th in the league. They got guys like Levante David, who's been doing it his whole career. He's like the Janoris Jenkins type. Like, he finds the ball. He's got to be near the top in terms of career takeaways on defense. He's good. And then you got that secondary with, although they haven't played as well as maybe they should, that Antoine Winfield, Jamel Dean, that's a really good key guys to your secondary. They both got long arms. They're both fast. And again, Antoine Winfield plays in the box a little bit more. He's more maybe of a hitter, but he's got that in his blood, his DNA. His dad was all-time. It's a tough matchup. Amon-Ra St. Brown, we saw that video yesterday of him talking in the locker room. That's a real matchup that they're considering. It's not going to be easy, but that's why it's so great that Laporta is going to be playing likely.
I'm not that. I think Jared Goff takes care of the rock tomorrow.
You think so?
Yeah. Or not tomorrow. I keep saying tomorrow. It feels like
I wish it was tomorrow, bro.
I want to play football, man. I would like to put a helmet on right now. There's a couple behind me. I'd love to throw one on and hit someone. I was thinking about that today. I walked outside this morning, guys, and it was all rainy, and it was just wet. Somebody. And I was like, man, I wish I was still in high school and it was still football, because this is football weather. I walked out there. I was like, I want to throw some pads on and just hit someone right now.
You want to do Oklahoma drill right here?
If we had pads right now.
Really?
Pads?
Seriously,
yeah,
I would.
Lucas, what's your pads in the back?
Okay. Okay. Deal.
You want to zoom out the camera real quick?
Well, not right now, but maybe at the end of the show we will.
Okay.
If we get to 600 likes.
Yeah,
if we get to 125.
We
can line everybody.
Let's do 200.
Up.
200. If we get to 200 likes, we'll do Oklahoma drill here.
All right.
Not full speed, 50%.
We'll do it in front of the desk because all I got to do is one of these.
We'll go 50%.
Look at that little zoomy.
50%, Broder?
Okay. I'll give you, how about 60?
It's 55.
69.
Oh.
60-40?
60-40.
Broder's mind's everywhere.
All over the place.
All right. Couple things here, though. I want to play
fun.
a couple videos for you guys here from the press conferences that we had here, just because of there kind of some important things going on. One, Dan Campbell talked about this offensive line. Obviously, no Jonah Jackson, so you're throwing Graham Glasgow over there. Dan Campbell did talk about Vita Vea and kind of Kalijah Cansey and how big of a piece and how actually good they are. You can't just go into this thinking that they're not going to make any plays because these dudes are elite. So here's Dan Campbell on that Bucs defensive line.
Yeah, it's a total different 1-2 punch, So with Vita in there, man, the ability to push the pocket is. I mean, he's got that and then some. So he can get an edge, he can push it. He's a hard guy to slow down. And this Cansey, when he was coming out, had really this dynamic rush ability, really quick first step, explosive athlete. Certainly doesn't have the length or size as somebody like Vita, not that everybody does. So it's a total different, it's a change up. And a guy like that on your guards, we got to be really good.
And there it is, Broder. I mean, it's a quiet defensive line. Vita Vea is elite, one of the best in the league, I think, at what he does.
He's big.
When you have an offensive lineman that's injured, especially at that position, it's okay. I know Graham Glasgow's been elite as well. Like last week, he was the second best guard in the league, per PFF, that is. But there's still that concern where you have to take them serious.
Yeah, he's good regardless.
Yes.
But that on top of Graham playing well, it's that communication, that trust, that relationship he has with those guys. And he's actually best friends with Taylor Decker, who will be now playing next to, assuming he does play that left guard position. So it's I would say Graham Glasgow is a good player. It's a downgrade losing Jonah Jackson, but it's as good of a downgrade as you can have. And I will say, Dan Campbell's picking salt around the rim with his shirt that says salty.
Oh my gosh, did you just set that whole joke up all the way just for one of those videos?
Dude, I think ahead.
That was unbelievable. I was like, why did Broder ask that question?
I'm so ahead of my time. My parents haven't even met yet. Think about that.
Bars.
Oh my goodness.
Think about that.
Damn. Oh my goodness. All right. Before we go to break here and we get into kind of the Detroit Lions defense as well, obviously JB brought it up a little bit, but J-Mo. There was a lot of talk about him last week. Two catches, 2 yards. What people didn't want to talk about and people neglected to talk about, and specifically some people here at this network, was the good things that J-Mo did in those games. Because, Lucas, I know you're on the morning show, JB too. Someone sits in my chair. Shout out Flannel Sam, but goes at J-Mo, it feels like a lot. And take away the two catches for 2 yards. That man still stepped up last week and had some massive blocks that did change the game in big ways. David Montgomery doesn't get out and go score a 42-yard touchdown run if Jameson Williams isn't in the game. So that is the issue that I had there. I think this week, guys, and to JB, your point, I think this is a week that J-Mo kind of opens up a little bit. Last week was that game to where he was able to get a feel for the game again. Fellas, let's not forget what league he's playing in. What is that? This isn't the Pee-wee football. You're in the NFL. If you haven't played in the NFL for a while and it's your first game back, at a high preseason's way different than regular season. When you're getting out there and you're getting a feel for things, J-Mo's just getting a feel for things. He's going to be just fine. And I want to go around the room before we break. We have 1 minute. I want everyone's stat prediction for J-Mo real quick.
Wow.
Because I want to know where people still feel.
Okay.
Because I do think last week he got very disrespected just because it was his first game back and people were like, oh, he's a bust. He didn't do anything. No. Disrespectful.
I will say, before I give my stat prediction, one thing I want to point out that not many people have talked about, or at least I haven't heard. So Amon-Ra St. Brown was out of that game, right? They still managed to put up 42 points. In that offense, there was a lot of space to give into the wide receivers, to the tight ends. You gotta assume that has something to do with J-Mo. Maybe not everything, but him being out in the field makes a difference. I think he's going to have a 3 or 4 catch day. Okay. Maybe get 4 or 5 targets and end up somewhere in the like 70 to 85 yard range. I think he's going to get one that goes for 25, 30 yards. I would love to see him take one to the house, but I think he's going to get some more opportunities.
Final stat
Sunday.
line. We need an exact
Final
stat line. Not 4 catches.
4 catches for 78 yards.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll go touchdown yet.
I mean, I was damn near close to that. I was going to say 3 catches for 74 yards. Nice.
So what did I say, 78?
Yeah, you said 4 for 78.
Yeah, all right, I'll lower to 77 and just take the over.
Yeah, we're all in the same ballpark. Except for mine was a little bit higher. Give me 4 for 85 and 1 tutty.
Let's go, right. 1 tutty.
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go 4 catches. No, actually, I'm gonna go 3 catches, 2 carries, and I'm gonna go a total of 65 all-purpose yards and a touchdown.
Wow.
I think I don't want to go as high as you guys. I'm not going to be like, oh, Jaylen's going to go out there and be great. But I just want to, like, you're going to see things. He's going to have an end. They're going to give him the rock a little bit, I feel like. They're going to get him worked in. Fellas, I said yesterday, what's one thing we haven't seen J-Mo with yet? Amon-Ra St. Brown. There's another weapon on the field tomorrow. Or Sunday. Not tomorrow. There's another weapon on the field on Sunday. It's going to take away from J-Mo.
You were hedging your bet there on that one. You were providing the insurance. Like Swiss. Because do you have football on the brain? Because fall ushers in college and professional football, and this year is already going really awesome. It's also a perfect time to shop your home and auto insurance. Swiss, they cover Woodward Sports Network, and they should be covering you too. So shop it like a pro and ask for Mark at Swiss Insurance today at SwissINS.com or call 248-800-4177.
Woodward Sports' own Tom Mazaway and Sam Stick Day will be hosting our Lions postgame show after every Lions game all season long. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel for his hot off the press takes, game analysis, and Kool-Aid sipping celebrations. You won't want to miss it. Join Maz, Stick, and special guests each week immediately following every Lions game, exclusively on the WSN YouTube channel.
At work and at home, we're there with smarter security solutions. Featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
Brace yourselves, Detroit. As the sun begins to set, 2 of Woodward Sports' brightest young stars will be taking the mic for a brand new show. Woodward Nights with Booner and Broder. The dog days in Detroit are over, and the boys are unleashed. Join in on the banter and hop on the bandwagon of the #1 night show on the internet. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel every weeknight from 8 to 10 p.m. Woodward Nights with Booner and Broder.
Planet Fitness, baby. It is the home of the judgment-free zone where anyone, and I mean anyone, me, Penei Sewell, Jared Goff, we all can go there without being judged, feel comfortable, and work on their fitness goals. We are here to help you build a lasting, active lifestyle. At Planet Fitness, you will experience squeaky clean gyms that has tons of equipment, a full body workout in just 30 minutes, and all memberships include fitness training. Listen, right now, it is $1 down and $10 a month. $1 down, $10 a month. Make sure you guys go over to your local Planet Fitness or go to planetfitness.com to sign up. That is at Planet Fitness.
Planet Fitness.
Your fitness is essential. All right, and welcome back here, fellas. It is Planet Fitness. The Planet Fitness studio, really.
This is it.
We got Planet Fitness all around us.
Even our colors are kind of Planet Fitness inspired.
Yeah, man. Shout out Planet Fitness. Appreciate you guys all tuning in, though, to Woodward Nights with Booner and Broder. We've got Lucas in the TD booth. We've got JB in the sound booth. Just 2 goats holding it down for us on this beautiful Friday night out on Woodward. Make sure you guys hit that like button if you haven't already. Share the stream with a friend as well. If we get to 200 likes, we may do a 65% Oklahoma drill.
Who's running the ball?
You pick.
Broder,
I'll do whatever.
I like to tackle.
Whichever side you want me on.
I want to tackle someone, man.
So you got me and JB up front?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I get JB.
I want.
No, I want Booner.
No, I want to tackle someone. I just want to tackle someone.
I'll carry the ball then.
Okay. I'll tackle. Go right at those.
Freddie Felt 313. Thank you very much. Booner, do you know who Abbott and Costello are, or have you seen or heard of Who's on First?
Abbott and Costello.
Or have you heard this?
Like a painter?
No, they're kind of comedians. They did skits way back in the day. Lorena Rios just said we're the Abbott and Costello Woodward Knights, and it's a compliment. It's funny skits. It's like
I'm gonna throw something out there real quick. In the
Vincent! What?
Vincent, 1999.
Dude, Vincent Ellison, the second.
Shout out.
Thank you so much,
and
man.
He gave us a ton. He gave us a little woo.
You got a siren in there, JB? Air horn.
Shout out.
Vincent, thank you so much. That means a lot to us.
Since we've started this show and people started to see me, people like I've gotten so many different comedian like people like, oh Booner, you look like Shane Gillis. Oh Booner, you look like Nick Swanson. Oh Booner, you look like this person. Or not even just look like, but they're like the way you talk, the way you act. And I'm like, I've gotten like 4 or 5 different comedians like, Booner, you act like that guy. I like it though. I like the comedian.
Isn't it the best you can be yourself on screen? Like, sorry, go ahead.
Lenny, George and Lenny.
Who's that?
I don't know who that is.
Oh my God.
You've never seen To Kill a Mockingbird?
Oh yeah.
No.
By Harper Lee.
I think you're talking about a different one.
It's not.
Wait, what am I talking about?
Of Mice and Men.
Mice and Men. Yeah.
That's not a comedian.
I was great in English class, as you could tell.
It's not a comedian.
No.
I was like, I don't remember
not
George and
purposely.
Lenny.
I'm gonna do I'm gonna go to a comedy night one time. And
We should. Mark Ridley's Comedy Castle.
I'll do stand up.
Yeah, I just said that with a very Michigan accent. Castle.
I wonder if I could sell out like a little bit of a crowd for a stand up one day.
Dude, Jack Arrington wants us to try stand out.
I would do it. For sure.
Try Go Comedy. They actually have like they do classes and also like there's a little improv.
I've actually done that before.
You have?
Like a couple of years ago when I wanted to build up some confidence, like talking in front of people. It's a pretty cool class. It's very nerve wracking.
I don't have any confidence.
Vulnerable.
I'm just Booner and I just step up.
Yeah,
I would love
James
to be in a movie
Corden.
though. I've said it 100 times. I said on this show, one of my dreams is to be in a Seth Rogen movie. It will happen.
You say your Pineapple Express, your favorite movie?
Of all time.
Wow.
I will be in some movies and TV shows one day.
Pineapple Express 2. We're writing it.
Yeah.
Are they really?
I would love to write that. All right, boys, let's get on track here.
Right.
Detroit Lions, baby. You guys see this here. Detroit Lions. Let's talk about the defense, fellas. Let's break down this game and talk a little bit about the defense, because to me, this is the side of the ball, which is crazy to say this year compared to last. This is the side of the ball that has been helping us really win games, in my opinion.
Yes.
You've had a top 10 defense so far in the NFL, and they've dominated. I want to just get a feeling about where people are at with this defense going up against a Baker Mayfield, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Rashad White. These types of dudes, Cade Otton, I don't know how well of a year he's had, but we'll throw him in there just to be nice. First question I have, Broder. Secondary, no Brian Branch.
Mm-hmm.
What is the confidence level 1 to 10 in this secondary versus Mike Evans and Chris Godwin?
I thought you were going to – my confidence in Will Harris. I am actually more confident in Will Harris than most of you out there. I know he gets a lot of slander. He played really well last week, especially in the first half. And he's one of those guys. He has the trust not only of the coaching staff, but of the other guys out there. So I think he's going to start to get even more comfortable. I want him to play well. Obviously, the Lions need him without Brian Branch, but I want him to – he's one of those guys I want everyone to like and get behind. But we got to see it. I do think Cam Sutton and Jerry Jacobs are going to be able to hold their own. I think Cam Sutton's a great number 1 cornerback on this team and opens things up. Not to say that Mike Evans and Chris Godwin aren't going to get theirs, but I think they can do a good enough job, especially with Kirby Joseph and Tracy Walker behind them, just making sure that they don't really beat you. They're much better when they play together, when both Mike Evans and Chris Godwin are out in the field. So if we can try to take one of them out of the game, if we can lock down that wide receiver group, it's just going to make it so much easier for that defensive line to get to Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, and I think that's the one thing we can have confidence in and it's perfect too for a game like this when you're going up against 2, to me at least, elite wide receivers, especially a 1-2 punch, to where Jerry Jacobs has been playing the way he's been playing the last 2 weeks, and then Cam Sutton's been Cam Sutton. So you're able to go into this Sunday and be like, okay, we have 2 corners that have been elite for us the last few weeks. They've been playing their best football, and we're able to go on the road. That's one thing. Go on the road, make Baker make mistakes. And if you can have 2 corners that are locking down, are we confirmed that Will Harris is playing over Iffy, correct?
Yeah, if he's not really a nickel.
So that's that decision.
If he'll come in if Kirby or Tracy need a blow, but it'll be Will Harris. Maybe Chase Lucas playing some nickel.
Shout out
He
Chase.
might be a cornerback that comes in for Jerry Jacobs.
Well, he was good last week though.
He was good.
As much as we would like to be
This is the thing. He was good. He was good against the run. And that's okay. But Adam Thielen, who he was manned up against most of the time, also had 11 catches for 107 yards and a touchdown.
That's
and
fair.
Instead of Adam Thielen this week, it's going to be Chris Godwin. And I'm not saying that Adam Thielen is a slouch, but Chris Godwin is a better wide receiver than Adam Thielen.
Yeah. Is there anyone else you could throw in that nickel right now?
No.
That you can just trust?
No.
That's a brutal. Maybe we might have just unlocked something, fellas.
Maybe,
Trade deadline's coming up.
Maybe it's Cam Sutton. Maybe
that's the position.
Xavier McKinney.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe you put Cam Sutton in the nickel and you let Chase Lucas or another cornerback come in and play a true outside cornerback position.
Jerry.
I don't want to take Cam Sutton off of whether it's Mike Evans on the outside or whoever the third is. I'm blanking on his name. This is part of that versatility. Like losing C.J. Gardner-Johnson. This is the type of moment where that's big because he could play them all. Like you could have Branch there and C.J. Gardner-Johnson playing safety. Then you need Brian Branch gets hurt. You bring C.J. Gardner-Johnson up to the nickel. Then you have Tracy Walker come in and play safety. That's a big loss. We didn't expect Brian Branch to be out of this game, but it's a thing. We're gonna see. We'll see whoever's starting, whoever gets the most snaps. This is who that coaching staff trusts to play that spot while Brian Branch is out.
One thing too, do you remember last week, Broder, how I kind of broke down the Lions defense and they've only given up I think versus the Packers and the Falcons it was less than 200. It was like less than 200 yards those two games. Mm-hmm. That's something I want to get back to in this game. I want that defense to go out there and just basically put a stranglehold on Tampa.
Yeah.
Because last week you gave up 340 versus the Panthers. It was a dominant game. But and I mean that was just garbage points or garbage yards at the end of the game. They were getting things. You were like Lucas said, Adam Thielen was just getting whatever he wanted. I want them to go in this week and be like, we're holding this Tampa Bay team under 250, and they're not getting anything.
Yeah.
We're gonna strangle that offense. Last week they had 353 yards versus the Saints, and they scored 26 points. You go in there and dominate the run defense, and you go there and take away, say Mike Evans and just. Maybe Chris Godwin has a little bit of a game. Hold them under 250, and you hold them under, to me, 15 points. Like that, you're holding them under that. And that's what I want to see. On top of holding them under 250, let's say you get two turnovers. You get a fumble recovery, you get an interception. That's the type of game I want to see this defense. And last week I kept saying, I was like, I just want to see them. They put back-to-back defensive games together. I wanted to see them do 3. And they did go out there and get turnovers. I just want to see that build and build and build. Because to your point, the ceiling, I'm going to keep going back to your ceiling, that 14 wins. If we feel like they can get to let's just say a 13-win season, you have to put these back-to-back games together, not on just offense, but you have to lock other teams up. That's what I want to see out of this defense.
Yeah. I think this is a game.
Straight week or fourth straight week.
This is the game they want to. It should send a message, maybe not to the league, but to Tampa Bay. This is one we want. Maybe the Lions to make them look like what everyone thought they were in the preseason. Really just suck all the confidence out of them.
Yeah.
Just everything you were saying about just limiting everything, making them really struggle on offense all day long. I think we'll bring them back to reality and maybe expose some of their flaws, expose Baker Mayfield. He's playing with a lot of confidence right now. That's my one maybe worry. Baker Mayfield, he's a bit unpredictable, but he's been playing well and he's confident. And he's got, like we said, he's got weapons.
And to that point, to the defense too, and kind of if you're just looking at stats and where they rank around the league, they're ranked right now, the defense, 15th in points per game given up at 21.5. That to me, it's start getting that number lower, because if you want to contend, let's just be honest here. 49ers 13.6 number 1, Kansas City Chiefs 14.7 number 2, Bills 16 top 5. These teams that are going to be competing, obviously the Eagles are actually right there with the Lions, but the Eagles defense hasn't been on the same level they were last year.
True.
So if you want to compete with these teams, let's move that up. Go out there and go get stops. Don't give them anything.
True. Lucas, real quick, can I ask you about Trey Palmer? Was he the guy, wide receiver out of Nebraska that you were talking about?
Trey Palmer's a fucking demon.
What's his game like? I don't know a ton about him.
He's just an absolute deep threat that also knows how to high point the ball and get contested catches. He has run after the catch ability. This guy, I'm telling you, you can laugh at it now. The 4.340. I watched him and it was Charlie Jones for Purdue. I went to the Nebraska-Purdue game, and I really knew nothing about either teams. But those two were going off, and if you watch Trey Palmer, man, when you can just tell a guy is just good at football, was born to play football, Trey Palmer is one of those guys. He was a 6th round pick. Jeff Olson was saying in the chat, I don't know how the hell he slid to the 6th round. If he was He was stuck in Nebraska. If he was with like USC and Caleb Williams, he would have been a top, like in the 3rd round, like bare minimum.
Like,
He
has
everything you want in a wide receiver. Everything you want.
He hasn't done much this year, but you don't want him to like.
No,
that's a
and the
guy
thing
where it's
is-
like, don't let him have that game versus you.
And like he doesn't have many yards, but go watch his touchdown catch. Like you just like
Got two.
he's on there. He's a 4th string wide receiver right now. He's practically like a Walmart Mike Evans as far as how they're going to use him, just because he's a big, fast wide receiver that can get down the field.
Interesting.
So he's just going to develop behind Mike Evans. But I'm telling you, Trey Palmer is going to be one of those guys where in like 2 or 3 years you're like, who the fuck is this guy? Because you're going to see him on a highlight and you'll be like, oh my god,
Right.
like
Good
telling
intel,
you.
no
Who
real
the
balls.
fuck is that guy?
All right, let's go to break real quick. When we come back, we are going to get into some more Detroit Lions in a little bit. We're going to go around the NFL a little bit, so make sure you guys stick around. I want to see kind of what everyone feels like. We're going to do our picks. We'll go over our records.
Yeah.
We'll talk a little bit of college football, and then we're going to get back into Lions. Make sure you guys stick around, though, because we're going to do our predictions, our score predictions. We're going to do a Detroit Lions mailbag because Matthew Broder is our Detroit Lions beat reporter.
Ask me anything.
So we want, yes.
Anything.
Ask that man anything. So make sure you guys stick around. We're going to be right back.
Forever.
I think the next
Ask
ad
me about
is,
my winner.
oh my gosh.
Okay, well, let's do Fairway.
Fairway. I got you. Send it my way,
Let's
Lucas.
go Fairway, baby.
Well, I got you,
Fairway.
I got you.
For
Let me get
over
Cam all
60
good.
years, Fairway Packing has been providing Michigan's best hotels, restaurants, casinos with prime beef, dry-aged beef, Wagyu beef. You can experience the Fairway difference for yourself today. Just visit the steak shop in Grosse Pointe Woods. They got grab-and-go steaks. I believe Ryan Ermanni said he's having one tonight. Or go to fairwaypacking.com to get them online.
Making a dinner date with
Fairwaypacking.com,
Ryan, right?
313-332-5114.
Woodward Sports own Tom Mazaway and Sam Stick Day will be hosting our Lions postgame show after every Lions game all season long. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel for his hot off the press takes, game analysis, and Kool-Aid sipping celebrations. You won't want to miss it. Join Maz, Stick, and special guests each week immediately following every Lions game, exclusively on the WSN YouTube channel.
Hey, this is Mr. Kearney, Chief Academic Officer at Academy of Warren. I want to welcome you to the brand new field house. The state-of-the-art facility has a regulation basketball court, volleyball court, soccer field. It can be used for 7-on-7 football. Our K-8 academic features AM, PM, latchkey, small classroom sizes, Learning Street, futuristic media center, free breakfast and lunch, Holton Mifflin curriculum, academic games, K-8 athletics, and more. Enroll today at academywarren.net.
Brace yourselves, Detroit. As the sun begins to set, 2 of Woodward Sports' brightest young stars will be taking the mic for a brand new show. Woodward Nights with Booner and Broder. The dog days in Detroit are over, and the boys are unleashed. Join in on the banter and hop on the bandwagon of the #1 night show on the internet. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel every weeknight from 8 to 10 p.m. Woodward Nights with Booner and Broder.
All right, baby, it is Guardian Alarm. Look at that. Beautiful. Your local security experts. Customized solutions from real experts. Our professional technicians take the time to recommend security and automation solutions that are specific to your needs.
Hell yeah.
Yes, your needs.
My needs.
Your needs. 24/7 professional monitoring calls any day or night, and know that a Guardian Alarm team member will stay on the phone as long as needed. That is technology backed by people, where your safety and security deserves technology that has been proven to care, and people have been proven to care. Yes, people have been proven to care. Proven to work.
Alarm!
There we go. 1-800-STAY-OUT.
Back to school.
All right, we're back, fellas. We're going to get into it here. If you guys haven't yet, hit that like button. Make sure you guys tell a friend about the show. Share it around, please. Every single weekday, we are here, 8 to 10.
Also,
Brother?
shout out to Matt Hatakayama. I hope I pronounced that right. Go Lions from Maui, Hawaii.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go, baby.
I say it every time we hear about Hawaii, but my brother lives in Kona, Hawaii.
Come on.
This is something
the
that
girl.
I really didn't think about with this time slot. you can like pick off a lot of the West Coast right now because they're like probably getting off work right now.
Like Jared Jacobs.
Great that's really interesting.
Yeah, no. I didn't get that. Chef Geach, who was on the show this morning, he's from California.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, maybe he wants to. Yeah.
I didn't know that he was in California. Okay.
Yeah. Everyone, check out Lucas's show this morning, the Morning Woodward show
and
with
JB.
That's the JB show.
I was just about to name JB, Jeff, Sam Flannel, and Lucas.
Good cut.
They had Chef Geach, who you've seen the amazing, like each week he's putting out a rap video or a music video of him. He makes a song about the Lions, about the NFL. It's awesome. It was a really good interview.
Yeah, he was great.
Yeah,
it's great. I thought it was awesome, and you guys can go back and watch that.
He has more bars than I do, for sure. Maybe.
He has more bars than a prison.
Yeah.
Thought of that off the top of my head. What a bar, Booner.
Good for you.
Let's go. All right, let's get into it, fellas, here. We're going to take a break from the Lions for about 10-15 minutes. We're going to go into Around the NFL. Broder, do you want to hit the records real quick?
Oh, yeah, I would. Yes. I'm from England. So, in first place, we're going to go top to bottom. I'm in a tie. I made a big comeback from fourth to first. Where's mine? I went 8-2 last week. I'm 22-14 on the season. In second place, we got Nick. JB is standing in for Nick. He's got a 22-14 record as well. Tied for third place, Booner, Jaylen, Parker, Lucas, and Platty with a 20-16 record.
Not all of them. That's
you went
one
6-4. Yeah. You went 6-4 last week. You jumped up.
Okay.
Parker was picking and went 3-7.
Ooh, that's tough. You've picked in that spot before, Lucas.
Parker does not know ball.
When you've been on, you've picked in.
What?
You're part of that group, that Jaylen, Parker, Lucas,
it'll rise.
and Chris.
It'll rise. I'll get it right.
I feel like maybe it's just every time you fill in on these Fridays, it goes up. So maybe that's a thing. All right, let's start. First game here. Ravens, Titans. This is the London game, 9:30 a.m. The Ravens are 4.5-point favorites. Remember, this is just straight up money line. Pick them.
Okay.
JB, we'll go around the room like this. JB, we'll go.
And JB,
first.
do you have Nick's picks or no?
I do not.
No.
Okay,
I don't
cool.
believe
We
he
trust
sent
the
them
voice
to
of
me.
reason.
Yeah, no, we trust.
Oh, yeah,
JB.
I trust. Yeah, he said he was.
Nick said that. I think he just, as soon as he hopped on the plane, he started drinking and forgot.
Nick was drinking on the way to the airport, stopped at the bar in the airport, ate an edible, and got on the plane.
Dude, he probably last night when the show got done, he probably had a couple drinks here, and then
The tailgate always wins.
Oh, he's tailgating.
I did see a picture of him at the bar too. He did post it, so I was like, "Oh, all right, he's getting the party started a little early." But yeah.
So JB, Ravens and Titans in London.
Ravens and Titans in London. It is very early, but I'm still taking the Ravens to bounce back on this one. So
back to back,
Lucas?
bounce back.
Give me the Ravens. I think they're going to do well. I know they're over the big blue sea over there, but I think the Ravens, over the years, they've showed that they can travel better, and especially with the Titans right now. They're going to be on the road, both teams on the road with Ryan Tannehill. I'm going to stay away from that. Give me Baltimore.
A little bangers and mash.
Yeah, give me Baltimore. I think they roll. I think Mark Andrews
I
has a
really
day.
want to go against the grain, but I'm going to pick the Ravens.
I'm going to go the Ravens as well.
Yeah.
I don't have an accent.
Don't do that again.
That's one thing I need to learn if I want to act is some accents.
You just your only role would be Booner.
Okay, that's fair.
You just Booner.
Seriously. Like
I've been told my whole life that I need just one of those reality TVs like shows like 2.5 Men, just make a Booner one.
2.5.
Well, you know, like they
Booner
do like
and
a reality, like not reality, I guess, but like a comedy about like
a little
2.5 Men, a sitcom.
We call it Goodnight Boone.
Yeah, they
like
just do a
Moon.
Booner sitcom. Just have cameras follow you around everywhere you go.
Yeah,
that's fair. You guys would really laugh at
the
some
Truman
of my
Show,
life.
the Booner Show.
Yeah, my life is a lot different.
They didn't make a movie off that. Ed TV. Does anybody remember that?
I don't.
Ed TV, yeah.
Boom TV.
I was gonna say, or maybe I'm aging myself a little bit there with that one. But all right.
Well, you know,
I got
because Broder's
you,
like just turned 42, so yeah, you are.
Jackie Robinson, baby.
All right, Commanders, Falcons. Falcons are 2.5-point favorites. It's in Atlanta. JB, who you got?
Commanders and Falcons.
The Durs.
I guess I'll say, give me the Durs, even though Desmond Ritter has not lost at home. Ooh. This might be his first loss ever. So at home.
You know that stat, and you're still picking the Durs?
I'm still picking the Durs. I see something in Sam Howell and offense a little bit.
I like that a little bit. But Lucas, who do you have?
This is tough because you guys know Sam Howell's my boy. I think he's next up. He's going to be a top 10 quarterback in the NFL one day, but in Atlanta, that's as much as you want to laugh at it. Like, that's a tough place to play. I think Bijan Robinson's due for another big game. Drake London's due because that secondary at Washington's kind of suspect. Kyle Fuller, I think it's Kendall Fuller for the Commanders at their corner. He's looking fucking disgusting over the last 2 weeks. So I'm gonna go with the Falcons at home.
Make that 2 for the Falcons.
Make it 3. I'm going Falcons 2.
I'm riding with Desmond Ridder, baby.
JB's the only one off here.
I like that though, JB.
I do. That's how you win. Vikings Bears. This is the battle of the 1-4 teams. The team to get last in the NFC North.
Tie.
Minnesota is the 3-point favorites. I'm gonna go first here. I will take the Chicago Bears at home. As much as I hate it, I will take the Chicago Bears. No Justin Jefferson. Some guys out on defense. Chicago Bears.
The Bears don't have Chase Claypool though.
Oh,
oh no.
Oh no.
All right, yeah, give me the Bears.
JB Smooth.
It's a tie. Both of these teams lose.
That's actually, I like that.
2-0.
Can you imagine if they tied?
I hope they do.
God.
The Lions
give me the
take
Vikings,
an even bigger lead in the division.
Vikings, JB?
Yeah, give me the Vikings, though, even though I could care less about either one of these teams.
Same.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm gonna go with the Vikings. I really think that KJ Osborne's probably gonna have a day. He's one of the most underrated wide receivers in the league. I trust Kirk Cousins because it's in Minnesota, right?
Nope.
Oh,
Chicago.
in
Soldier
Chicago.
Field.
Ooh, that changes things.
Yeah, it's a windy city because they blow.
I'm still gonna go with the Vikings for the plain fact. Khalil Herbert, Roshan Johnson, both out, and I just think there's more consistency within the Vikings offense than the Bears.
Is Roshan out?
Yeah, he's out. I think he. Yeah,
All right, shout out Khalil Herbert. He's on my fantasy
Herbert's
team.
on IR. Roshan's out. They only have Dante Foreman and their fullback that they're using last week.
I'm still going Bears.
I'm gonna go with you, Booner.
Thank you.
The Roshan Johnson. I think that's a big loss, but I don't think that Minnesota defense can stop Justin Fields if he has a good game.
All right, Seahawks, Bengals. Bengals are 3-point favorites at home. I'm going to go. Actually, JB, I'll go with you first. I don't know what I'm going to go yet.
You pick first this time. You send it to JB the next time. How about a little
choose
consistency here?
JB, what do you got?
I'm not yet going to write off Joe Burrow. So I'm giving him one more chance to sit here and prove himself against the Seahawks team, even though they're coming off a bye. Give me Joe Burrow and the Bengals.
Woo! Bengals!
It's Bengals and who again? I'm having a little mind
Seahawks.
blank. Seahawks. Oh, yeah. I'm going Seahawks. I think this one, the Seahawks just right now are the more talented team that's clicking better. I think the Bengals have already started out slow in damn near every game that they've played in. Seattle has a good secondary. They're going to give Jamar Chase some trouble. I don't think you can stop him, but slow starts against Seattle is not going to work.
Nowhere of balls. I'm going to go with Seattle, too. Seattle Seahawks for Broder. I don't like talking third person.
I'll go Bengals.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm going to go Bengals. I'll go against the half of the room. I'll stay with JB here.
Little Skyline chili.
I still believe, I would love to try some. Never had it. Me as a big boy over here, I would love to try some Skyline before I die.
A little cinnamon.
49ers, Browns. I'll actually skip that game. It's a 9-point favorite. No, we're not doing that. What? Not doing the next one.
You don't think PJ Walker could lead an upset?
Nope, not doing that. Colts, the Colts on the road with the with the Jacksonville Jaguars. 4.5-point favorites. The Jags are. JB, what do you like here?
Jags are just coming back from London. I think they should be fine though. Give me the Jags on this one. Like, I'm just not 100% confident in the Colts right now. I know JT's coming back, and who do they have? Gardner Minshew, is he?
Yeah,
Minshew baby.
Minshew Mania is back.
Jacksonville.
No, I'm good. Give me the Jags.
Possible Minshew revenge game.
It is just a guy.
JB ain't buying it.
The Jags, just the guys.
Yeah.
JAG. You saw that?
The Steve
Smith
video.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Lucas.
I'm going with Jacksonville for sure. This game could get ugly too because Jacksonville, over the years, even when Jacksonville was bad, they still had Indianapolis's number. They knocked them out of the playoffs when it was like week 17 that year. Jonathan Taylor was going crazy. Carson Wentz had to go into Jacksonville and shit the bed. And I just think when teams have a number, it usually carries throughout, just like we've seen with the Lions and Packers the last couple seasons. So I think Jaguars, Calvin Ridley, big day. Trevor Lawrence, big day.
Dang, how about that? I'm going to go against that wood grain, and I'm going to... Dude.
Fuck!
Minshew magic, baby. We're going Colts over Jaguars. Jonathan Taylor might be coming back.
I think he played last week.
I got Zach.
He's getting more reps.
I got Zach Moss on my fantasy team, so I'm not that happy about it.
Trade
but they play well with Gardner Minshew in there.
They do.
I'm impressed with Anthony Richardson, but I don't think they lose much with Minshew. I don't know. I just have a feeling.
Man, it's awesome that you explained yourself that long for a loss. I'm going the Jaguars. Wood against the wood grain.
Okay. Last week, Booner picked
All right,
the
next
Broncos.
game, the Saints
Picked the Broncos.
Thank you.
Actually picked the Denver
Saints
Broncos.
at the Texans, fellas.
Fucking idiot.
He only swears. He only has one swear word a month because he's a beat reporter.
There it is.
That's it right there. Not till next month. Saints at Texans. I'll go first. I'm gonna go the Houston Texans, home underdog. They're a 2-point underdog.
Said it was Saints?
Saints. Yeah, I'm gonna go the Texans at home.
All right. JB?
Robert Lane.
Sorry.
Booner wanted to go first again.
It's cool. It's cool. I think I'll side with Booner as well too. Give me the Saints on
Let's
this
go.
one.
Oh no, I took the Texans.
No. Oh, you took the Texans. Never mind. Then give me the Saints. Give me the Saints on this one.
Meeting my maker. I'm picking CJ Stroud to win a game.
Let's
what do you
go,
know about
baby.
that? I'm
Booner
going to
face of CJ Stroud.
I actually, dude, I don't know.
Saints are 3-2. The Texans are 2-3.
And I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just thinking about it more. Dennis Allen's a good defensive coach. They got Kamara back. Derek Carr's playing all right. Chris Olave's probably going to expose that secondary. I'm going to go Saints in a close one. So I'm switching it up last second. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. I want Olave to break out. He hasn't had a breakout game. I'm going to go Saints.
So I win against the Wood.
Yeah, give me that. Give me the whip. Show me
I think you might be right, though, Booner. It's just my gut. My mind's telling me yes for the Texans. But my heart is telling me no.
All right, we're gonna go a speed round here before we go to break. It's 9:30, so we're gonna go to break in a sec. Let's go speed round. Are you guys ready? Are you boys ready?
Yep.
Patriots at Raiders. JB,
go.
Raiders. Jimmy G, don't fuck this up.
Raiders.
Against who?
Patriots.
That's a tough. At New England?
Nope, at Vegas.
Your boy Jimmy G.
I'll go Vegas all the way around the room. Cardinals, Rams. I'm gonna go Rams.
Rams.
It's gonna be a blowout.
Rams all the way around.
Eagles, Jets. I'm gonna go Eagles. I know there's gonna be a different pick around here. I'm guessing. I'm gonna go Eagles. JB.
Eagles.
Jets in an upset.
That's a good call. I'm gonna go Eagles.
All right, and that's it, fellas. We're not doing Lions Bucks. We'll do that at 9:40. And Giants Bills is a 15-point favorite, so we're just not gonna touch that one. Giants Bills. Yeah.
Okay. I picked the Giants.
Are you actually?
No, I'm not.
Okay, I was going to say.
Oh no, Daniel Jones.
Because that one is just going to be all across the board here. So let's go to break real quick. When we come back, we're going to talk a little college football. There's a couple big time matchups. There's going to be a huge star at the Big House tomorrow, fellas. So we'll break that news as well. There's a massive star.
Wait, are you talking about yourself?
Talking about myself and Derek Jeter.
Is he going to be there?
No, he's not, but I will be. So if anyone's at the Big House, come say hi to Booner.
He was a Michigan baseball player for 2.5 weeks.
With you.
Hey, Jeff's going to be there up in the suite.
I'm going with Jeff.
Oh, is that what you're doing?
That's what I'm going.
The invite. Okay.
Oh, that's tough.
I know. I feel left out too, Lucas.
I
Damn.
got a text message. I'm supposed to work tomorrow on my other job. I got a text message say, "You want to go to the Michigan game?" Yeah, I'm going.
Yeah, I'm going.
And then I had to go through all these different hoops and hurdles and loops to get out of work tomorrow.
Well, fellas, before or after you tell us about that, let's tell us about Glorious Cannabis.
Glorious! I think that's JB.
JB, is that you? Yeah, I think it is.
That's a pretty good intro that you and I had.
I was like, wait, that's me. Hey, I can't even do my own drop on this one. God. Look, just in time for football, Glorious Cannabis is dropping a brand new ice water bubble hash infused pre-roll called Honolulu Blue. Smells so good, it's like the whiff of your first playoff win in over 31 years. It's a gassy, aggressive strain named in honor of our Detroit football team. If you haven't had one of these ice water pre-rolls, you are missing out. Just like Lucas, he's over there choking right now. It's so smooth, though. But find them at Dispo Dispensary for 25% off or order online at gloriouscanna.com.
Join Woodward Sports' own Jeff Iafrate along with special WSN guests for the most anticipated Lions season in decades. Filled with different surprises and expert analysis. You're not going to want to miss out. Go to our Woodward Sports YouTube channel on Sundays and tune in live from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m.
Calling all landscapers. This is Darren McCarty. I'm at Outdoor Equipment Co. How would you like to landscape like a legend? How about a bad boy zero turn? And even a chainsaw. And even a weed whipper. So register today at OutdoorEquipCo.com, and even you could have DMAC on your landscaping crew.
Come hang with the Woodward Sports Crew all throughout football season on Saturdays and Sundays. Join our college football and Detroit Lions live watch parties.
Inside the 5, caught, end zone, touchdown Detroit Lions!
With money on the line. Featuring different special guests and surprises. Start times will vary depending on the game. Only on our Woodward Sports YouTube channel.
Calling all landscapers. That's a different read. They have they gave me the old one for today. But Outdoor Equipment Company, baby, they have everything you need to work on your home. The official equipment provider of Woodward Sports Network. They have tractors, style handhelds. They have weed whippers. They have anything you need. Snow plows, whatever you need. Make sure you guys go over to Outdoor Equip Co. That is OutdoorEquipCo.com.
That's kind of good.
Oh. All right, fellas, what a song here. Appreciate you guys all tuning in. If you haven't hit the like button already, smack that like button for us. We're vibing. Friday Night Vibes.
This is what we're nice.
That might be the new Friday night name. Is Friday Night Vibes, fellas.
Yeah.
That's the nighttime show.
We could possibly make this the Friday night crew. How about that?
Nope. Yeah.
That won't be a commitment for you, JB. That won't be a thing.
I don't know. I don't know about that one.
I didn't get the reference.
Supply and demand.
Yeah, baby.
Supply and demand. You got to make your time exclusive, so when you're out, people love it.
All right. All right, fellas, let's get into it here. We're going to talk a little, before we get back in the lines, a little college football here. There's some top 25 action going on tomorrow as soon as you guys wake up. And then at 9:40, we're going to get into our Detroit Lions record or score predictions and predictions for the game. Boys.
Booner.
First of all, have you guys seen the matchups for college football tomorrow? Has anyone? Am I the only one in here who's seen it?
I took a peek at it.
There's some games tomorrow.
Let us know.
I think there's a ton. There's like a handful.
There's 4 top 25 matchups, fellas, and they're big ones.
I want to hear it.
Number 8, Oregon.
That's the game, yeah.
At number 7, Washington. Washington is a 3-point favorite. This is the thing that we've been talking about that happened last year, to where the Pac-12 is so good right now. But at the end of the day, you know what they're going to do? They're all going to end up beating each other.
Yeah.
They're all going to end up losing 1 or 2 games. And then Michigan or Ohio State is going to have 1 loss, and both of them are going to get in. It's just starting to turn out that way again. Oregon is going to Washington, though, boys. What do you guys think about this? We can go around the room. Who you guys think wins this matchup?
That's a good game.
Michael Penix, Bo Nix. This could potentially be a Heisman game for one of those 2 guys.
Yeah.
Whoever plays better and wins the game probably goes up to the Heisman favorite. What do you guys think?
Over Caleb Williams, do you think?
Yeah. Michael Penix right now is the favorite over Caleb Williams.
It could be there could be a moment in this game. You get your Heisman moment. This could be it.
Love a Heisman moment. Who do we start with? JB, we'll start with you here. Who do you think in that game?
Well, personal, I'm gonna favor Oregon on this one. Just my boy Bo Nix out there, but
I
got an idea that this game is honestly going to be a shootout. I know the over and under is at 67 right now. Take the over.
Are we taking the over?
Take the over. And honestly, whoever has the ball at the end of the 4th is going to win this game, because this is going to go just back and forth, up and down the field. I'm telling you right now, I believe it's going to be Oregon. No disrespect to Michael Penix, but I got a little bit more faith in Oregon than I do Washington.
I like it.
I'm going to lean Oregon just because they have the better defense. I think they're a more complete team. Like you guys said, both Heisman candidate quarterbacks with nice offensive pieces around them. But when it comes down to it, I think Oregon is a more complete defense. I know they're on the road, but like JB said, this game, it's going to be a shootout regardless. You know what I mean? And it's not like Washington is too far from Eugene. So it's like Oregon fans are still going to travel pretty well. And like I said, I think it just comes down to the defense. I think Oregon's defense will get more stops.
I like that. I do think I'm kind of on that. If there's a team in the country that can sling the ball and stick with Washington and Michael Penix, it's Oregon. These Oregon Ducks. And the only thing that scares me is it's on the road for them.
Quack.
I'm still taking Oregon, too, and I'm with JB. I'm probably going to take the over. You know what I might end up doing here, boys, is before the game starts, I might put a Mike or a Bo Nix Heisman prop on, because he's not a favorite. I think he might be like the 3rd or 4th. I might do that because you can get more value with it. And I'll let you go real quick and pick your winner. And
Shout out, Rhett!
That's a good
What happened, Rhett?
Drop $9.99.
Oh, come on, Rhett.
Let's go, Rhett.
Dude, Rhett's the dude.
Says best show on Woodward Sports. Keep up the good work, boys.
Let's go. Appreciate that.
Hell yeah. Rhett, appreciate you being here all the time, too. Thanks for your support. Everybody.
Broder, who do you think wins this game? I'm going to look at the Heisman real quick. I'm
going to go with Washington.
Ooh.
I know it's a little against the grain again, but I think that offense, both offenses are great. I think Penix and that wide receiver group, they continue their high-powered offense, and it's going to be a shootout. I just think they win by a touchdown, maybe 10 points, but it's going to be, what do you better say? It's going to be like in the 80s, the game. It's going to be, both teams are going to score over 40.
Yeah, so this is kind of what I'm thinking, boys. Fellas, hear me out a little bit.
Hearing you out.
Heisman odds. Michael Penix, plus 220. Favored. Caleb Williams plus 250. If the Oregon Ducks win tomorrow and Bo Nix puts up a game over Michael Penix, he from plus 250 Caleb Williams all the way to plus 600. Wow. And I can get a boost on it and boost it and get plus 1,200.
So is that if you put $100 down, you get $600 or $1,200 depending on the boost?
Yep.
Interesting.
100 down for $600.
Or $10, you get 60.
I might do that.
$1,
because the
you
winner
get
of this
6.
game is going to be the favorite of the Heisman Trophy heading into Sunday. Next game here, real quick. We have one. Let's do one more. We have 1 more minute. This is another big one, fellas. Number 10 USC at number 21 Notre Dame. Notre Dame's a 2.5-point favorite. This is another part to where I think the Pac-12. Notre Dame's favored, and they're at home to where if USC loses this game, knocking the Pac-12 out again.
Yeah,
the college football playoffs.
Booner, before we go around, there's a 5th person who's going to predict. So after we all go, make sure we leave room for one more person.
Okay.
Just trust me on this one.
Okay,
just trust me.
I'm nervous, but okay.
Big trust.
JB, are you taking USC or Notre Dame?
I'm taking USC on this one because I'll tell you this right now. Every single season, I always get this on my social media feed. Notre Dame is back. Notre Dame is back. I got it the first game of the season when they beat Navy 42-3 or whatever the score was. Stop it. Please stop it. Notre Dame is not back. They are not coming back. It's the same thing with Texas. Just leave them alone. It's USC's game to win.
So he's getting fired up.
I just hate the Notre Dame fans to just come at me. Notre Dame is back. Oh my God, national championship, everybody. No, chill.
Notre Dame will never win a national championship until they join a fucking conference. It's like damn near impossible. I mean, maybe since they're opening up the playoff pool, but
damn near.
I don't know. I'm gonna go with USC, man. Or not USC. I'm gonna go with Notre Dame. I think USC's defense is gonna be the downfall in this. I think Notre Dame's defense can maybe put it together a stop or two. The fact that Arizona that gave USC trouble a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Like the fact that if Arizona's defense can give them trouble, I fully believe that Marcus Freeman and this Notre Dame defense can. Sam Hartman's probably going to be the best quarterback they've played so far. I know Shadur is nice, but I'm just saying it's just what they can do with their team right now. I think Sam Hartman's a more veteran quarterback when it comes to college football. He's put up big numbers before. He's played in big games before. So I'm going to go with Notre Dame.
He's been playing for like 7 years.
Yeah, the man's a vet.
He better be. I'm going to go with USC. You make great points. Their defense is not so great. They're struggling. But I just think Caleb Williams is that type of player. I think this is where he continues building his legacy. He finds a way to win, whether it's a shootout or maybe a late comeback. Caleb Williams is going to do something in this game that maybe solidifies the Heisman Trophy.
What's Notre Dame's running back? What's his name? I can't think of his name. Like the power back. Either way, I think Notre Dame's gonna run the ball. I'm gonna go with
throat. Aldrich Esteem. I don't know how to pronounce his last name.
I'm gonna go Notre Dame just because of the defense, USC's defense. You could put as many points. That Notre Dame team, they lost to Ohio State and they took Ohio State. I think
won.
Yes, and Ohio State to me is right there with USC. If not, they potentially could be better. So I'm going Notre Dame at home.
All right.
What was the 5th person?
We got one more person. If they're asked who's going to win in this game, Notre Dame or USC, this is how they're going to respond.
Got any predictions for Notre Dame, SC?
Oh, yeah. SC's going to whoop that ass.
Oh, my God. I might switch my pick.
I'm
not going to lie.
Crazy
I just
enough,
cut that up right here a second ago.
Crazy enough, I actually have an Amon-Ra St. Brown USC helmet.
No way.
Yeah, signed helmet. Yep, by him.
That's a nice collectible to have.
I love that.
I got
JB.
a couple of his rookie cards.
And Equanimous went to Notre Dame too, didn't he?
Yeah, that's a big brother matchup. They talk about it all the time on their podcast.
Right.
They're like going at each other about it all the time
You're right. Well, Lucas, what do we got?
Yes, what do we have?
Oh, live read?
Yeah. Also, come back.
We got...
Just come back.
Randy Wise.
Randy! Is that me?
Broder.
That's a Broder show.
Well, Randy Wise, if you want to play golf like a VIP with Braylon, D-Mac, Jim Harbaugh, you can do so with the Randy Wise Celebrity Golf Tour. Stop into any Randy Wise dealership for your chance to win, or follow Woodward Sports for more information coming soon. Randy Wise, Celebrity Golf Tour.
By now you know me, Christina Schnurry, as the obvious choice in real estate. And you know my website, soldchristina.com, as your #1 resource for buying or selling your home. Myself, along with my amazing staff, pride ourselves on making your home buying and selling experience a relaxing and easy one. Come see why we are the obvious choice. Christina Gennari at soldchristina.com, the obvious choice in real estate.
Woodward Sports' own Tom Mazaway and Sam Stick Day will be hosting our Lions postgame show after every Lions game all season long. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel for his hot-off-the-press takes, game analysis, and Kool-Aid sipping celebrations. You won't want to miss it. Join Maz, Stick, and special guests each week immediately following every Lions game, exclusively on the WSN YouTube channel.
What? At the Academy of Warren, they have a brand new state-of-the-art sports dome field house. It has a regulation basketball court, volleyball court, and soccer field, which can also be used for 7-on-7 football. At the Academy of Warren, it features kindergarten through 8th grade with AM and PM latchkey, smaller classroom sizes, Learning Street, futuristic media center, free breakfast and lunch, Holden Mifflin curriculum, academic games, and K-8 athletics. The Academy of Warren is now accepting new enrollment, so go and check them out online today at theacademyofwarren.net.
.com.
.net. Academy of Warren, welcome back everybody to Woodward Nights with Booner and Broder. We've got
nighttime.
Booner in the house here, me, myself. We've got Broder in the house right there. We've got Lucas and JB both in the booths today for us. We've got the Morning Woodward show basically.
Only truth in the booth.
The only person we're missing is Jeff and Flannel, but we've got Booner and Broder. That's all you need, baby. All right, we're going to go over here real quick. If you guys haven't hit the like button, let's get to 100 likes by the end of this segment real quick, fellas. We would really appreciate that. And share the show with a friend. Lucas is over here laughing at me, stumbling on my words. We're going to go into our Detroit Lions score predictions, though, fellas. Any bold predictions and score predictions. We're going to go around the room. If you guys want to as well in the chat, drop all of your score predictions. We'll name a couple of them out. Want to see where the people and the listeners kind of are feeling a little bit with this game. Let's start. Let's start with the booths on the score prediction, Broder, and then we'll come back up here. The booths. Let's start it. Lucas, you go first here. What is your score prediction for Sunday?
I'm going to go Lions 27, Buccaneers 13.
Wow, 27-13, Lucas.
Yeah. Touchdown and 2 field goals. 13's a weird football number.
It is, but it's a common one.
2 field goals.
Yeah, touchdown, 2 field goals. You gave a really weird one out last week.
12.
Broder last week picked 12, and I was like, we went to break, and I dead serious was like, Broder, like, how do you get to 12? And he was like, well, touchdown, field goal, safety.
No, it's just 6 safeties.
6 safeties.
Yeah, it's a really good defensive effort.
That's 4 field goals.
Yeah,
it was funny.
Yeah.
JB, what are you thinking here for
Riley
the game?
Patterson.
But you could do score predictions or bold predict. We could both actually, whatever you.
Final score predictions. I will go Lions 27-13, but I need to see a little bit more production out of the Lions in the third quarter because they've only scored 7 points out of the 5 games that they've had, not including Brian Branch's pick 6. So I need to see some productions when these guys come out of halftime.
Did you say 27-13?
Yep, 27-13.
Did you say 27-13?
Yeah, what do you know?
Cute, guys.
Wow.
Very cute. That's cute.
See how that is. All right, Broder, what are you thinking here?
My score prediction for Sunday's game, Detroit Lions at Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I'm going to go with a 24-20 Lions win. 24 points to 20 points.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any bold predictions, anything you think is going to happen?
Yeah, there are going to be 10 safeties by the Buccaneers. No, I think it's just going to be a balance. It's going to be a tough game, a balanced game. We're going to see what we've seen out of the Lions. They're going to push the run. They're going to run with David Montgomery. He might have 1 or 2, or Jared Goff might have 2. I haven't decided on that yet. Maybe that'll be I'll hold that for Woodward and Maine on Sunday morning. But I do believe it's going to be 24-20.
All right, I like that. My score prediction, fellas, I have a bold prediction and a score prediction. Obviously, the Detroit Lions win this football game, right?
Football.
Right, fellas?
Yeah.
They win this football game. The Detroit Lions win 34-17. And if you guys don't remember, don't forget, 2 weeks ago, I was 2 points or 3 points off of the exact score. Last week, outside of that last touchdown, I'm basically one touchdown away from last week's score. I have the script. They reached out to me. They said, Booner, can you write the script? I wrote the script. 34-17, the Detroit Lions. And guess what happens on Sunday, boys? Guess who gets the first one of the season?
He's going to say J-Mo.
Kirby Joseph.
Oh!
First interception of the season. Kirby Joseph takes the top off of Baker Mayfield.
I took the top out.
And goes, I don't know if it's a pick six, but he goes and gets one. He gets his first of the season. Kirby will be back on Sunday. Book it right now. Booner Bets.
Booner Bets, book it. Trisha Miller, 28-17 Lions. IT Hips, or I-Thips, if you want to call it that. 23-21. Trisha Miller.
We've got a membership one here. Member for 1 month.
Grant Dane, thanks for the 1 month support. Lions 27, Buccaneers 17. Best guess. Eduardo O'Neill going to his first Lions game. Picks the Lions 22, Bucks 20. Sly Cooper, Detroit wins 31-17. Brandon Oliver 40-14. Montgomery gets 50 carries. Field Yates did say that on Twitter.
I really want to give Monty 2 touchdowns on Sunday.
He might.
Look, last week I bet it, and there was multiple times where it was like right there. I want 2 touchdowns from him.
I gotta do a Buccaneers.
I want it.
A Buccaneers pick. Patty. Jeff Olson says Levante David getting a pick 6. He might. I don't want to say he might. That he does that.
Who said that?
Jeff Olson, our resident Bucks fan.
Resident. Okay, that's fair.
Jeff, it's a friendly Bucks fan.
If you weren't a friendly Bucks fan, I was about to put you in timeout for 120 seconds. I think it does.
It's not Cash, who doesn't know shit about the Lions and calls in and talks about the Packers and stuff.
Grant Dane said, Booner, I feel better about my score now. I didn't see what Grant's was.
He said 28-17, best guess.
Okay, so he's right there with me a little bit.
Yes.
I like that. All right, we're going to go to break. When we come back, right now, make sure all of you guys, first of all, if you haven't hit the like button, hit it. Please. And then right after that, start dropping your questions for us up here. Ask Broder anything about the Detroit Lions. I'll try and answer it maybe my own version way of answering it, though. But all Detroit Lions mailbag questions right now, drop them in the chat. Lucas, what do we have next?
Did we do 5 iron already?
We did.
Let's hit Mark White, baby.
Yeah, let's hit Mark White, shall we?
We can do that. We can do that because when you're buying or selling real estate, flexibility is the key to success. It's exactly what you can do at Mark White & Associates. They have a minute-by-minute listing agreement.
Yes, they do.
So if you're a seller and you want to be able to cancel at any time for any reason with no penalty, that's what you do.
Yes,
So
sir.
if you're looking to buy or sell real estate, visit markwhitesells.com or call 248-290-8242. Again, that's markwhitesells.com, where flexibility meets success.
Now, coming to Woodward Sports, Woodward and Main Street, the Woodward Sports Network Detroit Lions show. Catch Gabrielle D. Phillips, Matt Broder, and Terry Foster for all the latest news on your Detroit Lions every week. Only on the Woodward Sports Network YouTube channel and woodwardsports.com.
Where's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy?
It's Planet Fitness.
Join today for just $1 down, $10 a month. With over 2,400 locations and equipment for every workout, you can get in, get energized, and get going. And with free fitness training and most clubs open 24 hours, everyone belongs in the judgment-free zone. So join today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime. Deal ends Wednesday, September 13th.
Join now at any Metro Detroit location. Hurry, offer ends soon.
Woodward Sports' own Tom Mazaway and Sam Stick Day will be hosting our Lions postgame show after every Lions game all season long. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel for his hot-off-the-press takes, game analysis, and Kool-Aid sipping celebrations. You won't want to miss it. Join Maz, Stick, and special guests each week immediately following every Lions game, exclusively on the WSN YouTube channel.
Join Woodward Sports and Long Drink live Monday, October 30th, before the Monday Night Football game against the Las Vegas Raiders. It's the official Lions VIP tailgate at Eastern Market, shed number 5. It will be a bash. Come party with Woodward Sports. We got food, beverages, entertainment. It's all included.
All of it.
You just got to get your tickets at bullseyeeventgroup.com.
Come get drunk with us.
Drop it.
Boom. All right, baby, we are back. Woodward Nights with Booner and Broder. My name is Booner, joined with Broder.
Hey.
Detroit Lions beat reporter. Nick, almost said Nick. I don't know why.
Whoa.
Lucas in the TD booth.
Nick Cannon.
JB in the sound booth.
Hilarious.
I don't know why my brain. There might be something wrong with me. I'm telling you guys.
Well,
because I just went through 4 different names in my head. I'm 26 years old. I'm not 90. I should be able to remember names.
Wow.
Maybe I have like something in my brain. I don't know.
I had a heart issue. You're gonna have a brain issue.
I'm worried. What did I tell you guys a couple weeks back to you and Jeff, Lucas? I think there's something wrong with me. I think I might have some disease or something.
Got this feeling in my legs, and I just want to dance.
Not good. All right, mailbag. And two, if you guys haven't hit that like button, smack that for us real quick. Let's get over 100 before the end of the show. We're only at 90 right now. First mailbag. Eduardo, what's more likely, a J-Mo breakout game or a Jack Campbell breakout game?
Wow. I would love both. I picked Jack Campbell before, so I'm going to stick with it. But I feel J-Mo's going to have a game.
Yeah, I don't know. Jack Campbell's like the safer bet right now. But I'll go J-Mo.
I love it.
I'll go J-Mo.
I'm going to go with one Jameson Williams. I think he has more potential to have a breakout game. It takes 1 catch for him to have a breakout game compared to Jack Campbell. What does he need to do? Have like 5 tackles? 1 catch, 5 tackles? Give me the 1 catch.
Yeah, I got to lean with Lucas on that one. Give me J-Mo. It's going to take a little bit more for Jack Campbell to have a breakout.
Real quick, if you have one, I got to go back. A couple minutes ago, Brandon Oliver donated $4.99, $5. I told him I would save this question for mailbag. Brandon, thank you so much for the donation. It means a lot to us. He asked, sad because Craig Reynolds got garbage time and a touchdown last week, but Gibbs couldn't get any garbage time versus the Packers. Thoughts on the Gibbs situation? And you guys want to take this?
I mean, it's frustrating, but I think it's just the way the game's flowing. The Packers defense is a lot better than the Panthers defense, as you could see, like at least with stopping the run, in my opinion.
I think, too, when you look at the Packers and Panthers game, you felt a lot more comfortable with that Panthers game. Do you know what I mean? Like, you felt a lot more like the Packers. They probably couldn't have got back in the game, but what were we saying here in the stream, Lucas, where I kept saying, relax, like someone kept asking, like, is it over? Is it over? And I was like, relax, like, let's just finish this. And that was kind of the feeling on it, at least that I had.
Clock hit 0 in the third quarter, and they were still giving them plays.
Yeah, so, JB, did you have anything on that one, too?
No, I was just going to say Monty had the hot hand, and obviously you don't go away from that, so they just stuck with the game plan and just rolled it out.
Shane Daniel, what colors are the Lions wearing Sunday? I believe the all whites, which I like the all whites. I'm a fan of.
Probably.
It's a lot of cream on that field, a lot of whiteness.
Hey, yo.
It's not cream, it's white.
I know, but like the cream skulls and the...
Oh, okay. Yeah, fair.
Freddie said, too.
Which Lions will get named to the Pro Bowl? Freddie, a lot.
Yeah.
There's going to be a handful. I think I don't know what the most is on a team each year. I would say there's 10 guys that you could be like Pro Bowl, Pro Bowl, Pro Bowl, Pro Bowl, Pro Bowl. All Pro, we've had this conversation. Broder always throws out like 20 names. I think there's only about 3 or 4 guys that you can really have the conversation. Thought you almost said it again.
Yeah,
twice in one show. Let's go.
You're a lint licker.
All right.
What does that even mean?
Cootie Queen. It's from the Orbits commercial.
Yeah, Orbits commercial, yeah.
Dirty mouth, clean it up with Orbits.
Patrick, do you guys actually believe in the Lions hype, or is it a little bit of a faking it till we make it?
I
believe in it.
I believe in it.
I want to throw my water right now.
Yeah, I didn't mean to put it's a question to everybody. Yeah, I believe in it. They're built the right way. They're built for now and the next couple of years. Whether it happens immediately or not, it sure looks right. Nice catch. I do believe in the hype. I think it's past hype now. I think they're the real deal. They're a real football team, and I truly, truly believe that.
Yeah, me too. I 100% agree. Rhett Carlson, did Booner or Broder play sports after high school? If so, what sports were you a top 5 player?
Broder did not play sports after high
Broder
school.
never played sports. What happened with me, fellas, is I played basketball, and I was pretty decent my senior year. I probably could have went and played at like a junior or college for basketball. Ended up going to Saginaw Valley, student coach, little coach in action, coach against Tom Izzo. Jawan Howard, coach against him his first game ever at Michigan. Chris Holtman, yes, basketball coach here. I know a lot of things about basketball. Broder, you're up.
Yeah, so to answer your question, no, we didn't. Sorry?
We know you didn't do much after high school.
No. I was a baseball player. I pitched at the University of Michigan. And then I played.
He was on Derek Jeter's team.
No, I
Shameless
wasn't.
plug there.
No, I wasn't.
We had a good joke going for a few months.
I did play a year in Germany, one season. As professional in Germany, so like equivalent to like low A maybe here in the U.S., but it was a blast. Appreciate the question, right?
Who'd you strike out in college?
George Springer. I think it was the best pitch I ever threw. 2-seam fastball right on the outside corner. He played at UConn, and he was a star. Like he was one of those 5-tool players projected to go in the top 5. So yeah, I kept that in the Spank.
Bro, you are killing me. All right, last one here. Actually, no, we'll do 2 more. Let's do this. IT Hips, do you think this will be the biggest showing of Honolulu Blue at any stadium on Sunday? To be honest, I would like to hear you guys' thoughts. That Packers one's going to be really hard to overcome.
Shout out MP WMU. It's a great movie.
Do you guys think so?
What?
I'm sorry, I got distracted.
Wow, guys. So, do you think that this will be the biggest showing of Honolulu Blue at any stadium on Sunday?
No.
The Packers one is so hard to beat.
Yeah.
That's tough.
I think it's got to be all division rivals. That's what I think. So Vikings, Bears, that's when I think Lions fans are going to show up like a lot more in those stadiums. Tampa Bay, yes, nice to get to the warmer weather, but no. I think it's going to be the division rivals.
Yeah, and Tampa's pretty good. I think if we could see like a away game where it's like surprising, like what the fuck, it's gonna be when they go to LA and play the Chargers, because that's just such a fair weather team. Like if it's
that's true. I didn't even think of that.
If the other team's fans don't travel, the stadium's half empty.
You're right. The Chargers, they're eating their Poke Bowls and their acai bowls instead. But real quick, Eric Burrow says, who on the Lions 1-year contract would you want to continue as a Lion next season? CJ Gardner-Johnson's my pick. I want him back.
It's not even a question.
Dude, I think even with the injury, I think you just sign him to a 1-year deal real quick and just keep him. I'm sure he's going to end up. Well, no, I'm guessing that's coming off.
Bring him home.
I would Who had the reel that went crazy and was the first one to say
Let me guess, Booner.
Me.
I'm just saying, sign him to more than one deal.
I would love for him to be here for 3 or 4 years and sign him to a 3-year deal. But with the injury, maybe it's going to end up being 1 year. Listen, we appreciate all of you guys tuning in, though. That will be it for tonight.
Thank you.
Yes, truly, thank you. Make sure you guys tune in on Sunday, 8 a.m. It will be Woodward in Maine. They will be going at 8 a.m. And then I believe around 2:30, the Lions pregame show with me, Jeff, Lucas, and Gentry. We will be there. Make sure you guys hit that like button before you guys leave. And we will see you guys on Sunday. Love you guys.
Brace yourselves, Detroit. As the sun begins to set, 2 of Woodward Sports' brightest young stars will be taking the mic for a brand new show. Woodward Nights with Booner and Broder. The dog days in Detroit are over, and the boys are unleashed. Join in on the banter and hop on the bandwagon of the #1 night show on the internet. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel every weeknight from 8 to 10 p.m. Woodward Nights with Booner and Broder.